Welcome back to the Morning Wood Show.
I think
We are all
starting.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Those are nice headphones.
Yeah, they are.
They
You
are.
guys are stuck with the junkier ones. If you want to trade, we could trade it if you want.
You want to?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I figured.
I really don't want it. Welcome back, everybody. We're reunited with Levi.
I'm here.
He's in
Levi's
Alaska
here.
again.
Yay.
It's pretty epic. And Noah's in the corner. Do you know how creepy you look right now? Look at him in that view.
You're like super pale.
The
It's
lighting
really
is so
bad. This
different.
is really bad lighting.
Yeah, that little thing does not do you any favors.
No.
You look horrible.
Yeah,
It's
thanks.
okay. Don't worry about it. Their glasses don't help either. Well,
Hey.
today, Levi has some stories for us. And we're going to
Rate them.
pull out something from our childhood for Levi to react to. And, get this, we made a rap song, which Levi will also be reacting to.
that.
Is it called Harriet?
No.
It's called Hubert.
Hubert.
Oh, sorry.
So this is kind of just an episode for you, Levi.
Wow, that's so nice. I have my own episodes now.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
What is episode 11?
I don't know when they're all going to
12
be
or
uploaded.
13?
It's over 10.
It could be anywhere from 11 to like 16.
No, it could be anywhere from
11 to 15.
9 to 14.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Because this will be the fourth one I'll have recorded.
That's awesome.
We have a lot saved.
Awesome.
Tell us about your life, Levi.
Just in general.
Like your trip back. Tell us about your trip
No,
back.
start at the
Took us-
beginning.
At the very beginning. So we left from Texas it took us like a week to get home.
Uh-huh.
No, you know what? It took us about 10 days to get home, 9 days to get home. We jetted 4,000 miles in 10 days.
That's really fast.
I think, yeah, it was around that. It was around that amount. But, yeah, so we when we went through Canada, we didn't stop at all.
Really?
You had to go straight through Canada and quarantine. So if you fly to Canada, you have to quarantine in your hotel for 14 days.
Really?
And it's like that'd be expensive, dude.
No,
and
did you just drop your straw? You were hoping I didn't see you drop that straw. I saw you drop your straw. What were you doing? It's on the floor right there. That story. What were you saying, Levi?
Explain, Noah.
Explain yourself.
I didn't want to be drinking out of a straw.
But why'd you put it on the floor?
I was gonna put it like halfway on so that like the part with the coffee on it wasn't on the
Well, now it's on the floor.
And now it's on the floor.
Better.
I just spit all over my thing.
But it's fine now because no one saw it and we can continue.
Okay, yeah, we're continuing.
I think you should make his screen full screen when he does it.
You actually can't see him
You
doing
don't
it at
see
all.
though. I think you
Oh.
see my face. when I
Yeah,
do it,
you
though.
don't see it. Dang it. I wish we had a shot. We're going to have to add another camera for Noah's table so that we can
Yeah, right.
catch little
A
moments
table
like
cam.
that.
Table cam.
Table cam. No table cam.
But yeah, so basically from Canada to Canadian border back home, we didn't leave the camper once. Just to like get out at night and stretch our legs. That's about it.
What about pooping?
In the camper.
Oh, dang.
And then we dump it you know what? No, we dumped once in Canada at this dump station, this public dump station there. That
Pooping
was
in
it.
an RV is a scary process.
What's wrong with that?
It's very
Dude.
scary.
Because it's real risky.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
my God.
What was that? That was so loud. Screw you, dude. That was loud. Dang.
How is it loud?
Because
What
it
is
hit
that?
this metal and
Oh.
it like rung throughout the entire
I
thing.
was not expecting that.
That hurt.
Oh, my God.
My ears.
I threw that at Keegan last time, so I threw it
Oh,
at
yeah,
you
you
this
You,
time.
you did?
Yeah, you did.
I don't remember that.
What is it?
It's like,
I don't know,
it goes on one of the legs of
Oh,
the tripod.
but I throw it every episode.
I'm throwing it at the camera.
Okay, we're good. Did
Yeah.
you hit it?
No, I threw it.
No.
I didn't want to hit it.
Okay, so Levi.
You didn't ask that. That was Seth.
He did.
Okay. I thought Keegan asked if I hit it.
No.
So I was looking at him.
So you drove from Texas
To Alaska. 9 days, 10 days.
It took you way longer to get there last time.
Yeah,
It did.
Like
'Cause
2.5 weeks.
Yeah, because we went down the West Coast. But and then we quarantined for 2 weeks. And in the quarantine, there was this squirrel that had moved into our birdhouse outside, right? And it's a triple birdhouse. It's like it's one big birdhouse and like 3 entrances with like 3 apartments. It's like an apartment building for birds. And a squirrel moved into the second floor, and whenever a bird would fly up to go to a different one, to one of the other 2, it would chase them off, or like because it didn't want them near its babies or whatever. I didn't know it at the time that it had babies. So when it was, and I wanted birds in there because it's near my cabin. So I went and I was watching it. I tried to catch it for like multiple days, and I couldn't catch it.
Wait, how did you try to catch it?
With a live trap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had almond butter, and clearly peanut butter is better than almond butter.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
Wait, is
so,
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never had almond butter.
It's fine.
I mean, it's okay, but peanut butter is way better.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Almond butter sounds like
Oily.
butter.
It is oily.
Yeah.
What's
Not
the
like-
texture of it?
It's the same.
It's kind of
Really?
Like
Yeah.
almond milk, but
Grainy,
almond
isn't it?
butter.
What?
Mm-hmm. Almond butter. It's literally just peanut. It's like peanut butter made from almonds.
Huh, okay.
Okay,
Just do the
so
same thing.
think milk to almond milk. It's like that.
I wonder if they have peanut milk.
Ooh.
That's just oil.
Peanut milk?
Peanut oil.
No,
It's just peanut oil.
no.
When you
Wait.
squeeze a peanut, you get peanut
Yeah,
oil.
you don't get
But when
When
you
you squeeze an almond, you get milk.
That's not how it works. That's not
Yes,
what
it is.
happens.
You squeeze the almond, you
Yes,
get milk.
okay. I'm
No,
sorry.
you soak almonds in water.
Yeah, to make almond milk, you blend them and then you soak it in
Yeah.
water, and then you
strain it.
and then you strain it, and whatever comes out is the milk. You don't just
I
squeeze
tried making peanut milk. It didn't work super well.
You
I did that same process
Oh.
with
You
peanuts.
did cashews
And
too.
cashew worked.
Cashew.
That was
oh,
good.
I've heard of
It
cashew
was
milk.
good.
Yeah.
You make
Yeah.
crackers and
Way
stuff.
too much work though.
Mm-hmm.
That's too much work.
Anyway, so I saw this squirrel moving in and out, and I was like, I want to kill it because I want birds to be in there, right? So I shot it, and then I threw it down the bluff, just
Yeah.
get rid of it.
Yeah.
And then I went over there to go clean out its nest because it had crammed like a bunch of grass in there. And when I was carrying it back over to where I was going, I looked and the grass is moving in there, and I'm like, oh, there's another squirrel in here. So I kind of like I was holding it like this and like getting the grass out, and then I see a little tiny baby foot sticking out, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have like there's babies in here.
Yeah.
At first I thought it was one baby, so
It's in a little basket.
yeah, and I couldn't get it out of the tiny little hole. It's like that big. It's like
Yeah.
an inch.
You probably
it's
had
like
to take the
an
thing
inch wide.
apart.
Yeah, I had to wedge it apart
Oh
and
my
get it apart.
gosh.
And when it opened up, there was 4 baby squirrels inside of the nest, and a dead mom.
Orphans.
Orphans. And it's like I felt so bad, because it's like
Yeah.
they would have been fine. They were only 3 weeks old.
Mm-hmm.
They are still around 3-4 weeks old, and their eyes were still closed.
Mm-hmm.
They're like this big. They're like that big, like
so
the
cute.
size, like compared to a Coke can. They're like that big.
That's adorable.
Yeah, like that. So they're very tiny. And so we did some research, and we found out that you can feed them puppy milk, like the stuff that you feed newborn puppies when their mom isn't able to feed them.
You
Uh-huh.
said that, and I thought you meant milk puppies.
What?
Like you take a puppy and you milk it. Puppy milk.
That's
Oh.
That's gross.
Oh,
That doesn't make any
Oh.
sense.
Puppy milk.
Oh.
I can kind of see that, like milking it like a cow, like
Yeah.
you would milk a
Oh
cow.
man.
Oh gosh.
No,
Oh, I thought it was good for like a warm milk. You gotta throw a little puppy.
Yeah.
milk.
It's like juicing an orange.
Yeah,
Get rid of that thing.
That's horrible. Oh, gross.
Put it in the blender and make it a hot dog.
Oh. So we got that milk,
Yeah.
and we started feeding them. They've been figuring it out lately, but it took them a while. And so now I have to take care of squirrels because we were thinking I got them on like Friday.
Yeah.
We all this happened. So we did some research, and there's no rescues. There's one rescue in town that will take them, but there's 30 of them there, and they filled up. So and they're in the
30
state.
baby squirrels.
30 baby squirrels they're taking care of right
What?
now. Yeah. I don't know
People
where they
take
get
them in there that
I
often?
didn't-
Yeah. So
Whoa.
I don't know. Anyway, so
Wow.
I don't know if it's like some of them might be even born in captivity or something. I don't know. So they're not they weren't able to take them. So basically we have to take care of them until the 12-week marker when you can let them go.
Yeah.
And they're 3 weeks old. So I've got about 2 more months of this of squirrels.
I think we
And,
should each keep one.
No, you can't keep them because
I don't want one.
you have
Is that
to
illegal now?
Well, it's legal because they're considered a nuisance. They're not considered like a protected animal.
yeah.
Animal. Like,
They're a pest.
yeah, they're a pest basically.
Yeah.
Which is why they only allow 30 to be taken care of at this facility.
Yeah.
The state doesn't provide any funding for it.
So
So
I probably orphaned some babies myself.
mm-hmm.
I killed 22 squirrels a couple
I
summers ago.
guarantee you at least half had babies.
Yeah.
And they
So-
starved to death and were eaten, carried away by birds.
Yeah, right. Oh,
That's what
man.
happened.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Bob Ross had a squirrel.
yeah, you
Like,
can train them pretty well, but
Yeah.
I don't want to train mine.
It would sit there on her shoulder while I painted.
I
But-
think you
Wow.
gotta like look for the strongest and smartest and keep that one as a pet.
Yeah, right.
The black one.
The black one is the strongest, at least. I know that for a fact because he eats the most, and he's the one that moves around the most. Like you can't hold him down to
That's
feed
funny.
him.
That's funny.
And well, yeah. Anyway, so there's 4 squirrels, and 3 of them are red. They're all red squirrels, but 3 of them are red on the backs and white on the bellies, and then one of them is black on the belly. So he's like unique looking.
I could pop up a picture of him on the screen. So you
Okay,
can
yeah.
see it.
I'll send a picture. I'll send you the picture.
Do they have like fluffy tails yet?
No, all their tails are like very
Like a rat?
like a rat. Like,
But
no,
they have
no,
hair
no,
on them, though.
There's hair on them, but it's like
It's like a dog.
yeah, like a dog tail, but with all straight hair. So yeah, so I'm gonna be taking care of these until the 12-week mark when we can finally go take them out to like the end of the escape route or something.
Do they have to be? Wait, do their parents have to like teach them how to survive or something, or can you let them
No.
go and be good?
Well, the thing is that they bounce off of each other. You know, like really all they learn how to forage. At 8 weeks, I can take them outside in a tote and build a little nest inside the tote and then cut a hole in it, and they can go in and out all they want. And basically, the tote is just their home. So they go out and they forage and they bring stuff back all the time, and then they
learn.
they learn how to forage for themselves. We'll also have me feed them
Yeah.
every day, every
makes
morning
sense.
and night. Yeah. So just like slowly cutting them off from me feeding them. And because there's 4 of them, they should learn how to be squirrels instead of pets, you know. So at 12 weeks, I should just be able to go dump them out, and they'll build their own house. So
That's
hopefully.
awesome.
But yeah,
you
I'll
should
put,
put
I'll
like
give
a
updates.
GPS tracker on one.
Yeah, right.
Go visit.
Tag
it.
'em.
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I'll give updates on it though.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Adorable. Wow.
Yeah.
Adorable.
You're basically a dad now.
I'm basically a squirrely
He's
dad.
a dad in
A
training.
squirrel daddy.
Squirrel daddy. Just call me Squirrel
You need
Daddy,
a shirt.
guys.
You need a
Just
shirt
call
that
him
says-
Just
squirrel
call me
daddy.
You
Daddy.
murdered their parents.
But they didn't have a daddy before.
Yeah.
I'm their daddy.
He's
Oh,
the
you're
daddy.
Yes.
So you're the dad.
It's like
that
Tiger King,
killed
but
the mom.
squirrel daddy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Squirrel King.
Squirrel King.
You need a shirt that says that.
Squirrel King. Oh,
I need
that's
a-
so
I need
dumb.
a- I need a-
raised
a shirt that
squares.
says General Bulges on it. That's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
need.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need the General Bulges shirt.
I think it's even funnier when you think like in general, bulges, general bulges,
All right. General Bulges.
just general.
There's just everywhere.
And then
Oh,
like
I just
military,
saw
and then like military bulge, like
Yes.
General Bulges.
Yeah.
Yes.
Report for duty.
I think
you
the
know?
other way is a lot funnier.
It is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
General Bulges. But do you guys
That's
have
how
any
he said it.
stories?
Yeah, he was talking about a guitar when he said that. There's 2 general bulges.
On a guitar.
Is that what we were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Last night we were
Oh yeah.
on Discord and we were all playing Minecraft, building guitars,
Yeah.
and then Keegan
we don't
judged
usually
us.
play Minecraft.
We
just
don't
for the
not. We
record.
don't usually do that. Yeah. So
Keegan just really wanted to see some guitars.
yeah, he wanted to
Some
see some
Minecraft
It's kind of a
nice
fetish of
guitars.
his.
Yeah.
He really likes guitars.
He likes boxy guitars.
So we built him some boxy guitars to take a look at.
Yeah, acoustic, electric, they're all good.
He doesn't discriminate color,
not picky.
Nope.
size, hole size, anything.
Well,
It's
it
all
can be
okay.
really anywhere either. Levi made his at the bottom, right?
I
What did you
did.
do about your guitar? You
What?
put the hole in the bottom.
He put
right?
the hole
I-
too
I
far
did
down.
Too far down.
I put mine
It
in
looked
the
like a
bottom, too.
torso with a belly button a little bit. It was a little unsettling.
And a super long neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, what else do we have lined up? I completely forgot already.
The jar.
The jar.
The jar?
Okay, Levi.
What's a jar?
You ready?
Do you remember anything from first grade?
Yeah, I mean, I remember stuff from first grade, but
Like what?
clearly not the jar, whatever that is.
No, you'll remember
You
once you see
I
it.
think so.
You
I-
have
I'm-
it? You
do you
have
re-
this jar?
Do you
Yeah.
remember us going out in the fields
Trying to
and
make-
pulling the seeds off of the top of the grass and collecting
And
it
trying to make bread?
Yes.
and trying to make bread?
Yes. We filled an
This
entire jar of it?
Is from first grade.
That's crazy.
That is the
dude.
jar from first grade.
Don't open
we
it.
collected that when we were 5,
And we were gonna make bread
That's
and we were gonna make
weird.
bread.
every recess.
Ironically, I
Every
think
recess.
this might actually. You might actually be able to
Do
to
something with it.
shuck this. What is that? What do you call it when you
These are just
when
grass
you get
seeds,
the
right?
kernels off of the
Mm.
seed?
It's just crazy that it's still a thing.
I
Yeah.
forget. Thresh.
That
That's
took us
our.
so long to do.
That's 11 years old.
That must
That's
be
crazy.
so
It looks kind of
flammable.
like belly button lint.
That we've been collecting.
Yeah. This is 11 years of belly button lint, guys. All 4 of us have been contributing for years. And we finally worked up the courage
To show you.
to show you
It-
our belly button lint.
Oh.
It
collection.
looks like dead insects.
It does.
Like the way that they
It's just
move off of
crazy
each
that
other.
we have it.
Where did
Yeah.
you find that?
Under his bed.
It was under my bed.
It was under your bed?
Yeah.
In a
That's
tote.
kind of weird.
I don't know where I've stored it all this time. It's just been
Wait,
around my
can
room.
you see
Show
my
the camera.
hands
Since
in
first
that
grade.
camera?
Show le camera.
No, you can't. Can you see mine?
It's a jar.
Can you see our hands?
Did you see this?
Can you see it?
It's not focusing because it's not set to that. But
You can see my hand.
Oh, this is
Don't
how
worry, I have
close
trouble
we are.
focusing
that's
as
how
well.
close
Yeah.
they are. If anyone was wondering.
If you're wondering the dimensions of the room.
So yeah,
Can
back
you
when
show? Can you show that camera?
back yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Back when we were 5, we would go out 3 times a day at recess,
And collect.
and we would use peanut butter and jelly bags
Yeah.
that we would get for lunch,
That's a good shot. Yeah.
And you like
You can
pulled
see
the
it
things
there.
off.
and
then
pull
you-
the little things off, and you knew they were ready if it
Product
pulled
review.
right off.
Yeah.
You want it to pull right off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
they-
want that
some of
come,
them-
You want that head to come right off.
Yep.
Some
That's
of
what
them
you
would
want.
be like green and you
Ah! It's
I
like
think that's actually what it's called, though.
A head?
Come on, a head.
It's like gutting a fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's our childhood.
I can't believe
That's our childhood in a jar,
in a
guys.
jar.
This is all we did.
It says 2007 on top, but that's not the right date.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
Wait, are you sure it's
It was
not the right date?
2009.
Yeah.
It was 2009.
Oh, this is like an old can.
Yeah.
That you used before.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's an
great.
old
That's
can.
great. I
I
don't
think
remember.
probably a trip in it.
Do you remember it all, Levi?
I don't remember filling the jar. I don't remember that, but I do remember like getting a black container and trying to cook it in a cook bread in a
I
black
remember that.
container because we were like it'll heat up really hot in there from the sun,
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
and maybe we might be able to cook it. And so we like grinded a bit up with a rock and then made dough out of it and then
Yeah.
put it in a black container. I don't remember
we
what
were
happened.
so
though.
stupid.
I don't know, man.
I just remember
Oh.
that and then collecting and putting in sandwich bags.
To be
Yeah.
honest, though, how
Mhm.
many people how many kids have done that? I can't
Tons.
imagine there's very many though.
Oh no,
we used
maybe
to
not tons.
crush rocks too. Remember that?
Yeah.
Collect the powder.
let's get the powder and sell it.
I definitely
wait, where?
did it independent of you guys at
What?
some point.
Yeah,
Like completely
Crush
independent.
rocks?
No, just collect that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool.
because you could just reach over and like
Pull
pull
it
it
off,
off,
yeah.
and
Whoa,
it's like,
look at
well, I kind of want to collect it, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, that is so cool, dude.
That is so cool,
That is
dude.
amazing.
Wow.
You know, unrelated. Do you know like cattails? You like cut them and they like explode.
Yeah.
What? They
What?
explode?
They explode? I didn't know that.
We're like, yeah.
Like no, like the plant.
Yeah, the plant.
Like, so it's like when you like cut it, it kind of like unwinds or whatever, and like kind of like a bunch of like stuff
I've
comes
never
out.
seen that.
Me
I
either.
think so.
We don't. Do we even have cattails here?
I don't think
No,
we have
yeah.
a few,
Do we?
right?
Those
we
are
have a
pussy willows.
Only up north though, a little bit farther.
I think you have to cook it first. I saw a video of someone cooking it like a hot dog,
What?
and then bite it, and it like,
What?
unwound it.
That's weird.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Huh? Interesting.
No, but
Interesting.
What do you keep looking at, Levi?
I'm looking everywhere. I'm looking at the camera. Looking at the laptop.
I'm pretty
looking at
sure-
you.
I'm pretty sure I've been looking at that camera again.
Gross. Excuse me.
Yeah, when you look at that, nothing. They can't see that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at that one.
Don't look at that one.
Look, here's my camera. There's their camera.
So look at
See?
yours. Look at your tiny little camera.
Look at my eyes. That's where their camera is. Right there. That's mine.
When I see that,
He's
tiny-
right over there.
I
Not
want
really.
it lower. I'm gonna make it
Like
lower.
if it's in between your legs. No, I don't. Noah. Noah, don't. Noah, they don't. They need a pleasurable viewing experience.
Exactly.
Noah, don't.
Oh no.
This is gonna be really
Let me
uncomfortable.
see. That shot right now though.
You have to bend it up. Bend it up.
Bend it up a bit.
Bend it up.
Do I have to bend the camera
or
the?
Yeah.
No, the camera. It just bends like that.
There's a
Lift it or
hinge.
lift it. Yeah, like that.
There you go.
There we
Perfect.
go.
Oh, Noah.
That's fine.
It's below you.
I was gonna look down at it now.
Oh, it's really creepy looking.
It looks like we might like have a tiny little camera set up on some pillows for him. That's what it looks like. There you go.
That's my camera.
You need to bend it down a little bit.
Now, okay.
There we go. That's much
There
better.
you go. That whatever. It doesn't matter. It's really creepy
I'm
now.
just gonna look red at it.
They're gonna. Oh,
That's really weird.
that makes me really uncomfortable.
Good.
Oh gosh. What were we talking about?
the
seeds.
The seeds.
And crushing
the
rocks.
seed.
The seed.
The seed.
Oh man.
Remember when you made a trap to catch like this girl that you liked?
I was talking
Yeah.
about that. He doesn't remember that.
I don't remember.
Remember that?
I don't remember.
He didn't make it though. He told us to make it.
Oh yeah, he told us to make this trap to catch this girl that he liked.
Yeah.
And we
Oh
built it
my
because she ran
gosh.
fast.
Yeah.
Wait.
She was so
really?
fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember?
We built a trap.
She was very
Yeah.
to
fast.
catch her because she was fast.
Yeah. But it was like a trip. It was
sounds
designed.
like-
That sounds much worse than it is.
It was designed to like she'd trip the wire and the spike like stick would fall.
Yeah.
Like to kill her?
To kill her. Yeah.
What was wrong with me? I thought I liked her.
You did.
Oh man, it was like a tripwire.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh
and then
my
it dropped the
God.
stick
And
down.
it got triggered, but she ran too fast.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
But she was way too
She was way too fast for it. Way too fast, dude. Oh my
Oh, man.
gosh. I can't believe
And we
that's
built it right
real.
next to the teepee that
Yeah.
who made it though? That was like we didn't
don't
make
remember.
that.
I don't.
Like
I didn't build it.
like the high schoolers from when we first started going there made that.
What?
And it was like
the
a
trap?
The
No, the
Oh,
teepee.
the teepee, yeah. They
Yeah.
slept in it.
And Mr. Leaf let us get a block of ice out of his. We found a block of ice like made inside of a container, and we took it out, and he let us like use his saw to drill holes in it to put drinks in. You remember that?
No.
You don't remember that? It was like a block of ice, and we like drilled holes in it to put drinks in it, and then we took it in the teepee and put it in there, and it was like a
remember that.
drink holder.
I remember
swear.
we had that white bucket, like a 5-gallon bucket. And we had like a piece of like siding from a wall, and we put it on top of it to keep like. Okay, so we got these
Wait.
poisonous berries, and we put them in the bucket, and we didn't want the gases to come out, so we put a piece of like wall
The
on top.
gases?
the
Yeah.
gas of the
'Cause-
poison
'cause
berries.
we thought the poison gases would kill people.
Oh, so we put a piece of plywood on there?
No, it was like a piece of the school wall. It was part of the wall.
What?
We
from the
took we took a
outside.
piece of the wall off. I don't
No,
remember
it
this.
fell off, and we took it.
Huh? Remember when we used to have fights in the woods?
Yeah.
And we would, like
Yes.
everybody would get a stick and go out there and
Yes.
fight.
Me and Isaac would
that?
fight to the death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went home and like carved one and sanded it and made a handle so I could just annihilate him. Dude, I took
Yeah.
it seriously.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Everyone did. It was like battle.
I think me and him declared that whoever won would get Soraya.
Oh yeah, 'cause he did. Yeah.
Yeah. We were like, okay, we gotta agree. Whoever wins has to stop going for Soraya. Whoever loses has to stop.
Whoever loses.
funny.
You were
Yeah.
fat then, weren't you?
Yeah, that was
You
the
were
fat
fat.
time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Why did a girl like me when I was fat?
I don't know.
'Cause you were the tallest.
Did she though? Did she
For
though?
maybe like a couple days.
for only a couple days.
I guess that was never confirmed.
No, during that summer after that, me and Cole and her hung out a lot, and it was confirmed.
Oh.
Yeah. Not in any weird way.
Oh
Wow,
my
that
God.
made it sound like I did something terrible. No, nothing
He
happened.
definitely liked me.
It was confirmed, okay?
Oh, she liked me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you guys went to shortstop.
Yeah, all the time. And you,
No,
I remember the
we went to
stories
her
you did-
house
the-
during the summer.
You did?
Do you remember
Yes.
the stories you used to tell about you and her at shortstop? Some of those
Yeah.
stories were very
I did?
interesting.
That's the same place we got Jizz Pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, we already told that story, though.
Pardon?
Yeah, just
That-
pizza.
he was giving context.
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
didn't. You don't listen to our podcast, idiot. You would know about Just Pizza if you listened to them.
Listen to the podcast.
Fine.
Give us a
Yes.
view. We're not telling you.
Actually, we don't need views anywhere but YouTube, so watch it on YouTube.
Yes.
We don't need views anyway.
SoundCloud, we're doing very well.
Really?
It's really surprising.
How many?
They get watched every single day.
Well, it's 'cause they recommend very unknown people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. SoundCloud is way better for podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like let's see here.
Or anything really.
Just today, 8 people watched them.
Really?
Just today, yeah.
Epic
Wow.
style, dude.
Every day they watch them.
What's their most viewed on SoundCloud?
Excuse me.
Let's Tell Stories has 163.
yeah,
pretty
Let's
good.
Tell Stories is always
It's
the best one.
amazing.
It's a good
It's a really good
Mhm.
one.
Is that the?
The poop one.
The poop one.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
poop one. That poop one is a good story.
That's a good one.
It is a good story.
Yeah.
No, you don't know any of these, do you?
You didn't.
You need to listen to them.
that's
They're
the best
good.
one.
They're really good.
That's pretty good.
Oh man, I remember making an orange bomb. I think we've told this before.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
We have
But
not told it.
I don't remember what
Did
happened.
not work.
Yeah.
Did not
You blew
work.
it up at your house. And it didn't work.
Because
You tried.
I definitely wasn't there.
Yeah.
But I remember you guys planning to make an orange bomb.
We put it was gunpowder.
Those little pressure popper things, those
Yep.
little red ones that you would like put
Oh,
in like a
yeah.
little metal missile and drop it on the concrete and
Yep.
go. Poof.
Yeah, and there's like a piece of.
What were we thinking?
Firecracker.
Oh, orange is so juicy.
But we made a fuse out of Old Man's Beard. And
Yeah.
Like twizzled it together.
You know what we need to do?
Why did we do
need to
that?
make a real oreenge bomb.
We do.
Put a
No, why are you
firework
so
in there
lifeless over
and
there?
just
I
explode it.
was thinking if it was an orange colored bomb or what it
No, it was
actually
the-
was.
the fruit.
Apparently,
It was an orange.
It was an orange that they hollowed out and turned
Yeah.
into a bomb.
Yeah, and it didn't work.
oh.
I used, Uncle Rob gave us that bag of gunpowder.
Mm-hmm.
I used that.
Yeah.
I
think-
used the gunpowder he
I
gave
remember
us.
that at first you tried to take bullets. You had a bunch of bullet shells, and you were scraping out the the ash.
Yeah.
He was scraping out the ash, thinking that was like excess gunpowder, and so he
Yeah.
was collecting it from the shells.
I remember that.
What are you doing over there?
Sorry.
He's getting ready for something.
What are you getting ready for,
I
dude?
prepared. Sorry, damn it, these notifications. I prepared the song for
Remember
you to
the
listen to.
igloo that Mr. Leaf would make in the middle of the
Yes.
field?
That thing
Remember
was
that?
awesome.
Remember that King of the Hill?
Yes.
Dude.
I would get destroyed.
That's where Logan beat me up all the time
Yep.
now.
That
It
was,
was like everyone versus Logan.
Yeah. That was really fun,
we
though.
like.
Yeah.
I remember like back when we were like in elementary, middle school. There
That
were
King of
like
the Hill was the
like when
best.
they were like recess time. There's no rules.
Yeah,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Recess
like,
was
when
party
we
time.
the woods were amazing.
That's where you went to hide from the person that was the teacher that
Yeah.
was out there watching.
you just
Yep.
went in the woods and just ran around in the dark. Like those woods were surprisingly dark.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The
Spooky
woods
woods.
were
Yeah.
a
And then
battleground.
and then there was like a clearing, wasn't there? And there
Yes.
was like a
If you
tree
went
that had
further-
the super soft wood.
Yes.
Do you
Yeah.
remember that?
Mhm.
Yeah, back there we called it Wimpy Woods.
Wimpy Woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all
You
of
could
the
knock
you
everything
could you
over.
could like an elementary schooler could pull those trees up,
Mm-hmm.
all of them. It was weird.
Then there was the part with like the piles you could hide between like trenches.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, like the power line, like right
There
next
was
to the power line.
incredibly defined like layers of
It
the
was
woods.
Mhm.
weird.
Yeah.
Weird woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there
I
was like
kind of
the.
want to go back.
I
there.
We
do too. I
should,
really want to
dude.
go
We should, like,
there.
do a vlog.
We should go
we should
back.
go.
And oh, dude, that'd be really weird.
Can we do that when
Yeah.
it's like just closed in the summer?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
in the middle of the summer, there's nobody there.
Yeah.
We
could just park and go.
definitely need to do
Yes.
that.
What time is it?
We should go.
Right now,
We
it's
could go
7:30,
tomorrow.
7:45.
It doesn't get dark.
We need to.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't. And later at night is better because there's usually nobody there.
Yeah.
I mean,
That'd be an epic vlog.
that would be an epic vlog.
Going back to our childhood woods.
To
In
our
our old
childhood
school.
woods.
That'd be so
Mhm.
cool.
Dude.
We
What
need
else
to
did we
that.
do in those woods? And
Levi
we all,
and I-
we all came up with stupid stories about stuff when like we
Yeah.
went back to the old fort and we saw like a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a monster.
We need to talk about the king of the hill.
Okay, no, remember in the
Wasn't there a
woods.
fort way in the
Yes.
back?
Yes.
And we thought it was like haunted.
Wait,
Yep.
because Mr. Leaf had a survival
yeah,
class
yeah.
and they created forts.
And there was
Yeah.
this
That's
big-
right, dude.
It was this like tin blanket.
Yep.
And we thought it was like a UFO thing.
Yep.
Dude, oh my gosh, this is so
I can't
weird.
believe how stupid we were.
We were retarded.
Mr. Leaf is the science teacher and like
awesome.
and the soccer coach
Yep.
and like a bunch of different stuff.
Everything pretty
And
much.
he
Yeah.
had a survival class where he taught his students how to make simple shelters.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Mr. Peterson?
No,
No, it was
It was
Mr.
Mr.
Leaf
Leaf,
that
yeah.
did that.
Oh, okay.
So there was like 8 different forts in
Uh-huh.
and we named each one of
Yeah,
them.
what were their names?
I don't remember. We had like the
Really
we had,
basic, like
we had,
TP and-
A-frame.
Yeah.
Oh, there was TP. I remember that.
Yeah, and I remember we called one A-frame or something like
Then-
that.
yeah, we did. There was a
really
small
unoriginal
one.
names.
Very unoriginal.
A super small one too.
And they wouldn't the teachers whenever they saw us we call it the duty.
Mhm.
Whenever she saw us going back there,
We called it the duty, isn't it?
she would go out there and yell
was
at us
on
to come
duty.
back.
Yeah.
Who's the duty?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who's the duty?
Mhm.
And then I remember like once we figured that was like that was like poop. We would talk about the
Yeah.
duty. It's
Poop.
the duty.
We're calling her poop.
Remember that there used to be a big hill there, the huge hill we went sledding on, where you broke your collarbone.
Yep.
Yeah, they broke.
And then they got rid of the hill.
On now.
The hill's
because
flat.
probably because
Probably 'cause
so
of
many
that.
injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could tell that story. There's not much of a story. I don't remember
We'll
very
we'll
much.
tell all those stories when we go there to vlog.
Oh yeah.
Remember the giant mud? That was the King of the Hill that you were talking about, right? That
Yeah.
little mud hill. That
Yep.
narrow one.
No. King of the Hill was in the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in there.
I was
Where
never.
there's-
I don't
where
think I was.
there's
there
There
in the
was
winter.
like an igloo that like collapsed. So it was kind of like
field.
it was
kind.
kind of like
Mhm.
4 like it was like a hill that had like 4 points.
Yeah, and there's
and
like a center.
You just try to be on the hill. Like people,
Yeah.
we like
Tackled.
fought.
We fought. It was
So-
war.
Yes, like people got hurt. Like we would like jump and tackle and everything, and it
Oh,
was
yeah.
insane. Like that thing was hard. Like the whole mound
was
like
ice.
hard ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember doing that
It was
like
insane.
for 1 year before we started going back and forth to Texas.
I don't
Yeah.
know how that was allowed and how that happened. Because
Mr.
it was like a freaking
Mr. Shields.
prison riot.
I
Mr.
think
Shields let us.
when Mr. Shields was on duty, or when you would do it when it was because it was on the other side of the
Yeah.
playground and
Yep.
they couldn't really see you over there.
Because some of the teachers were fat and lazy, so they
Yeah.
wouldn't walk over there. So you
Mhm.
gotta. We literally learned how to act depending who was on duty.
yeah, uh-huh.
Guys, this is what a rural Alaskan private school was like.
Yeah.
it was a cult.
It was
you know?
something.
It was
I don't
what is that
know.
called? When
Commune.
a commune.
It's a
Yeah, it's a
commune.
commune.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
It was weird now that I think about
Our
it.
own culture.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
really
Remember
was.
one day we saw this Amish guy. Remember that?
No.
In
What?
the woods. Not Amish. He had a top hat, and we thought he was Amish.
That's so weird.
That's how you become Amish. You just put a top hat on, and now you're Amish.
You're Amish immediately. Yeah,
basically.
that's all it takes.
Well, there's like the church next to.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some guy was in the woods in between the school and the church.
Yeah, we went on lockdown.
Oh
Yeah, we did.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did so many drills at that school.
Yeah, there was a lot of
constantly.
drills. What was I gonna say? Go ahead, say something because I can't think.
Drills
I
are
literally
dumb.
had something
Drills
on
are
the tip of
dumb.
my
All
tongue.
it does is make the kids scared.
That's a good point.
Like what?
And if anything ever did happen, those kids aren't going to be doing what you told them
No,
to.
I'm breaking the window and leaving.
Yeah. Yeah, our parents always told us to forget everything they told us in that school.
Mhm.
If there's a shooter in there, you don't sit in your classroom. You run into the woods.
Yeah.
Like the
Get
guy
the
walks
heck
up
out.
to it. The lights are off or the doors are locked. I guess no one's here.
Yeah. I guess they're all gone now. Stupid. Stupid.
remember
I
when
guess
we
they
tried to
went
make-
home.
Remember when we tried to make that horror movie with our little tiny tiny cameras?
$20 cameras
Yeah,
from
it was
Walmart.
literally a $20 camera.
Yep.
What are those called that they have like the flip thing that flips
I don't
out?
know, man.
I remember.
And
that.
we would like we took like 50 takes of the same scene, and that's
Yeah.
all
I
we
wonder
did.
if I
Like a
still have that
camcorder?
somewhere.
I've been looking everywhere. I really want to find those.
I remember finding it not that long ago and watching the clips, and it was
Mhm.
terrible.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was just
It was
absolutely
so
terrible.
horrible.
Yeah, and like it was because it was between the Connexes and
Yep.
the
Dude, the
Yeah.
Connex.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Fountain of Youth.
yes, and that's what we called it, the Fountain of Youth.
Yeah.
There was like a drip down
Yep,
in the
the
back
big
there
icicles.
and it dripped down onto this
They
pile
made
of ice,
really
right?
good water.
Yep,
And and then
amazing
there was
water.
water in the middle of this giant
called it
pile
the
of
Fountain
ice.
of
It was
Youth.
like an ice bowl. It was
Yep.
cool.
Yep.
And one time Caleb like knocked
Yeah.
all of the icicles
Oh.
off, and it was
Huge.
so scary.
And it
dude.
just, poof, we couldn't
Yeah.
see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my mind, it was like we were running out of there. It's icicles
Yeah.
were falling down. But I doubt it was anything like that.
I bet it was so lame.
Yeah, I bet it was just like
Yeah.
one fella. We're all like,
I remember in my head, it felt like Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
running
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
falling
Oh,
icicles.
yeah.
yep, that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
So dumb.
I love that. That's awesome.
There were so
dude.
many mysteries back then that we just
Mhm.
didn't know
Remember we
about.
walked in the main elementary hallway. We'd walk into the bathroom, that bathroom,
Mhm.
and there was just always a tile that was missing.
Yeah.
We always thought we saw eyes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, dude.
Dude,
Yep.
that
We were so full of it.
Mhm.
We all were so full.
You know
of
what?
It.
You know what? Like talking about this reminds me of like the woods. It's kind of like the Bridge to Terabithia.
What?
Know that movie?
What is that?
nope,
I don't
never
know.
seen that.
Okay. Well, the
I've seen it,
viewers
yeah.
might.
What about it?
Anyway, the woods kind of had that like weird feeling to it.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
feel like you're in a different world.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Really though.
That is so crazy.
I remember we had
Oh.
names for the forts.
Yeah, it was really simple, like TP and
Yeah.
something
TP
else.
and A-frame. I remember
A-frame.
And remember, like when at the egg drop, because they had an egg drop every year that they would have the
That was
older
so
kids.
fun.
They would drop an egg and test to see if it would break or not with the with different contraptions that they would
Yeah.
make. And I remember one specific summer. It was at the end of the year is when they do it,
Like the
and
last day.
it was like they had finished
Yeah.
all the egg drops and they had hot dogs,
Mhm.
and we were sitting up on the blue and yellow slide,
Yeah.
and you guys were playing Pokemon cards.
Not me.
Really?
I remember. I was so against it.
Yeah,
don't
you
think
you
I
were
was
so
into that.
we
Was
you
I
were
into
always
that?
you were into Pokemon for like a week.
Yeah, it was about a week.
And
yeah.
in that exact week, it was you guys were sitting up there eating hot dogs and playing Pokemon, and that's just a very vivid memory of mine. I don't know
remember
why.
that. Me too. Yeah.
And remember that one guy made a plane for his egg?
Yeah.
That was me.
That was you?
The
No.
foam airplane.
The foam airplane.
That was me.
Huh.
That was
I don't know
done like
why.
one person did that like every year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the foam airplane gimmick.
Mine never broke. I always did it correctly.
I don't think mine did
Not to
either.
brag.
Well, mine landed in the airplane and my mom dropped it right when she picked it up. Wow. It broke.
Wow. That's rough.
Dude, that is so weird to
we-
like
we
think about
buried it.
back about that.
There were so many memories from
Remember,
that.
there used to be a
Mhm.
wood playground and it got replaced.
Yep.
Yeah,
That was way
I like
better.
the
oh,
other
remember
ones.
the art museum?
Yeah.
We would take pens and break them, and then
then we'd-
paint on the
yeah.
walls of the wood
Mhm.
underneath
What?
it.
Mostly
You
me
don't
and
remember?
Levi did that. That
Yeah,
was
we took-
before you were.
We took rocks.
Was that before you?
Kindergarten?
Yeah.
No, it was first grade.
First or second grade, I think.
Maybe.
Well, I was
'Cause
there for a second.
We took
Yeah.
rocks, like big flat rocks,
And
and we would
draw.
break a pen and then draw on them, and we like had a bunch of pictures propped up
Yeah.
underneath this
Like
wood.
cave paintings.
Yes, and we had them on all these rocks, and then we painted on the sides of it. And like when you walk in there, there's like 20 paintings along the walls. It
Yeah.
was really
Huh.
weird.
the heck?
That we drew on the wood too. a few
Yeah, we
parts.
would draw on the
There
wood.
were
And
wasp
that-
nests in that
yeah.
wood.
Mm-hmm.
The
Oh.
playground is at a daycare now.
Really?
I wonder if they're
What?
still there.
Huh.
I kind of want to go see.
Yeah, me too.
That would
Dang.
be really weird.
I remember.
We
the
have to
spot we
cram
did.
all that into one day. You have to
Yeah.
ask your mom because she was the one that
She gave it
organized
away.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then bought new ones.
Old
Mhm.
playground equipment's so much better than new stuff. It's
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Dangerous
You can have
stuff.
fun on it,
The
man.
rubber
Uh-huh.
bridge thing. Remember
Yes.
Yes.
The rubber bridge.
We pretended that was like a pirate ship,
that?
right?
Mhm.
We were so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You were awesome.
That was like the best.
We should jump off the swings all the time into the
Yeah.
rocks.
Remember
Mhm.
cherry
Oh,
bombs?
yeah.
Cherry
Oh, yeah.
bombs.
Oh, man.
Remember Tarzan? We did that.
Mhm.
You would
you did
swing
that.
as
Remember
high
that.
as
Yeah.
possible,
And
then
then
you
you
would
grab
jump
with one
off,
arm.
and then be on the side of the swing and hang onto one of the chains and
Oh
swing
yeah.
back.
I remember Ben Grosso was the first person to do a backflip off one.
That was
A
like
back
legendary.
flip? Yeah.
Yeah.
When did
Do
you
a
do
backflip
that?
off
Like you
of
just fall
the-
back off
Yeah,
of
you
it.
just
Oh,
fall
that,
backwards.
yeah.
I was bad at it, and
And
I
then
know when you do that, and then
the tire
it
swings.
comes back and hits you.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's
you have to dodge it when you jump off of it. You have to duck to dodge
Yeah,
it.
that would
But
hurt
those
so
tire
bad.
swings are awesome.
They were.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Like,
didn't like them. They always
Those
made me sick.
were like that's like the best designed tire swing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Those ones. They were
Mhm.
so much fun.
They, the older kids would get a bunch of little kids on
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
You could
and then
go-
spin them around in circles
Until they puke.
until they puke.
Yeah.
Basically,
You could get
And
so crazy
I
on
love
those.
how it's like all these memories. I'm looking back. I'm like, how were we not stopped?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I
How were we
don't
not
know.
stopped from doing this?
It's insane. It's insane stuff.
I
Yeah.
don't even. There was always somebody there too, but nobody stopped us.
I don't know.
That is so crazy. Remember the pole? If you could climb the pole,
Oh, yeah.
you
Oh,
were the
yes.
coolest person
Could
ever.
anybody do it?
Yeah.
I
Jean
couldn't
Leaf.
do it. I could never have
Could
done
Weren't
it.
they
Clark
weren't
climb
they
it?
old like you
Clark
smack the
made
ball
it.
around the pole thing? Like
Yeah,
they're old
they-
those, but
Well,
there
they
was
didn't have
there
the
was no
ball.
balls on them.
Yeah,
Tether-
the
they're
ball
old
was gone.
tether balls.
Why did they ever put a ball on that?
I don't know.
Probably
It was
They-
just a
they-
pole.
They never got a ball for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Christian licked it.
In the middle of the winter, he
Yeah.
got his tongue stuck
Oh,
on there, and the teacher had to
yes.
come out and like
Like
pour hot
pour-
water on
yeah.
his tongue. I remember that,
Oh,
dude.
That's hilarious.
I stuck my tongue to something one time, and
Yeah?
I didn't know that it could happen at that time, and I was looking snow off a stop sign, and my tongue got stuck to it, and then my mom helped me get it off, and then we went inside to have lunch, and there was a salad with ranch dressing, and I remember the ranch dressing really stung my tongue.
Mhm.
I remember that
If-
vividly.
It's weird.
If
never
anybody,
done that.
everybody that lives in snowy weather knows about like picking up the fresh snow and eating it. Like that's in the and I remember the teacher would always tell us
Don't
not
eat
to
the
do
snow,
that. Do
yeah.
not eat the snow. But we would like go and sneak around and eat the snow because why? I don't know. And then especially the snow on the slide because we were like it's not dirty. The
Yeah.
slide isn't dirty. It's super clean.
The
So
slide
we
is.
can eat it off of the
the slide-
slide.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's
Oh.
cool, dude. We can eat it off the
Oh,
slide.
that's the worst place to eat off of.
Oh man.
That's disgusting.
I go to that school now, and I'm a teacher's aide, so I
Mhm.
get to watch like kindergartners on the playground. And I remember, I think like we used to do exactly that. It was weird.
But what's weird is you go there now and none of them have some of the experiences. You know, it's really
Yeah.
weird. Like, why? What was it about
That time.
our time and that time specifically that like we had all of these
I don't know.
stories?
A
you
lot's
know?
changed.
They don't
I
have
bet-
any freaking stories now.
No,
Well, I bet they're
They're
making
just
their own
walking
stories.
around, and it's like you
don't know.
go too high on the swing, and they
Yeah.
slap you with a ruler.
We were like,
uh-huh.
I don't know how to
We had
describe
lots
it.
of stories.
It
We
was.
were-
I
I
remember.
feel
it
like
being
our
awesome.
Open world.
our kind of like part of the school, our like group was
Mhm.
like by far the craziest.
Dude,
Yeah.
they literally
By
teachers
far.
quit the year before
Yes,
our
we
class
got-
got
yeah.
there.
Fired. Remember
We got-
getting
Which one? Which one?
Dude,
Well, she needed to be fired though.
like people
kinda did.
talked about like your grade,
Yes.
your
Oh, yeah.
group specifically.
Yeah,
it
we
was
are-
insane.
Yeah, like literally, we had
People would dread it
two separate teachers quit their job
because we were coming.
the year before we come.
Yeah.
Which ones? I don't remember.
It
That.
I
was
feel like
Miss
my group-
Nelson,
My-
Mr. Shields left right, but the
Yeah.
year
Mr.
we were going.
Shields
He retired.
and Mr. Shields retired,
And Miss
and Miss
Nelson.
Nelson left
Yeah.
the year before we got
Miss
there.
Lyons taught us twice.
Yeah, she taught.
I guarantee
kindergarten and
we were a
second grade.
good reason
Third
that
grade.
he retired. I
Yeah.
guarantee we were,
Mhm.
he was like, oh, this is perfect.
Because our class was the craziest
Horrible.
class.
Horrible.
I think it's
It was
so
because we
interesting.
had like 11 guys and one girl.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Two girls.
Probably.
Two girls.
No, at the time we had one girl.
Really?
It was
Yeah.
one girl. First grade we had two girls, and then it was one girl up until like fourth grade.
I feel like my class was like second place for crazy.
Yeah.
Probably.
But we definitely
You
took
were the
the
You
cake.
you
de-
were the preparation.
yeah,
Yeah.
we were second place, but like first place is a big difference.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We were just hell on earth,
Yeah.
honestly.
Mhm.
Horrible.
It's kind of sad that we really don't hang out with any of those guys still. You know,
We should.
I mean, a few of them, like most of them, are cool. You know.
Are they?
Yeah.
I think they're all
Like who?
weirdos.
Like who? I don't even remember.
Weirdo homeschoolers.
Yeah, right.
There's Caleb.
weird
I
on
can't remember.
school.
There's Caleb and Owen. I can't remember anyone else.
Caleb, Owen, Jacob.
Jackson.
Oh no, not
Who's
Jacob.
Jacob?
Jordan.
Jordan.
Sorry. Isaac.
Jackson.
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 Cole.
Cole.
Eddie.
That must Eddie's a different grade.
Eddie's
he
beneath
came
you.
in.
Yeah.
He came in much further on too.
I think that's it.
Wait, was Eddie your? Eddie's
That was
your
the
grade?
core group that stayed the entire time.
Clark, but he left
Yeah, Clark left
in
early.
2nd grade.
Yeah.
Remember him?
That's
Jan?
so weird, dude.
Man.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Why do we all remember that?
man.
Why do we remember
I
that?
remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my
He
word.
did that.
Clark, this guy in our class, we would pray every morning because we went to a Christian private school.
It was every Wednesday.
Every
Every Wednesday, and it was in a big gym, and the entire school was
Entire
there.
school.
And at the end, when the guy would finish praying, everyone would say amen, but then Clark would go, amen, like that.
One specific time.
He did
she
it so
said-
loud.
She said, and all God's people whispered, and everyone goes, amen. And he goes, amen.
I don't know why
He was
that
a
sticks
weird
out
kid.
in our mind.
He was a weird kid.
That is weird, dude.
Oh,
Wasn't he in-
Christopher. We forgot about Christopher.
Oh yeah, Christopher.
I
was
went to-
most of the
I
time.
went to Indiana with him last year.
Okay.
for the
So I've seen him.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I haven't.
What do you call a type of Christianity?
What?
Like
The
Denomination.
denomination. It's a non-denominational school, which means that it's Baptist.
Yeah.
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 Honestly,
That's what it means.
Yeah. that's
Majority
very accurate.
rules, you know.
Yeah.
Oh man.
There were some non-Christians there, though.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't
Tons.
weren't they gonna do a dancing class? But then a bunch of parents or
Oh
a
my
single
word.
parents.
No, Caleb's parents.
No, dang it!
Don't.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I will
but
say it.
I'm
I'll
not.
say it too.
We
Well,
when
I
we
mean-
did our like junior high banquet,
I left. at that
her
point.
mom, his mom, would not let any music or
Mhm.
dancing happen whatsoever.
That banquet was like prom, dude.
It was terrible.
It was
we
no,
s-
but I mean, like I remember looking at it
Yeah.
from elementary school and being like, "That's like prom."
I was close friends with him for a little while.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all were.
Yeah.
He was one of the good ones.
Yeah, he was nice.
Yeah. He was a little off.
Remember Jesse?
Jesse.
Remember the
Jesse?
name?
You
Who
you
was?
never
Oh
met
my
him.
gosh! And
From
the guy that
kindergarten.
always had snot.
Yeah.
And had red hair.
Jesse?
Yes.
Who's
Yes.
Jesse?
You
I
never
remember
met him.
Jesse.
You left kindergarten.
Uh huh.
Oh, okay. Then I
Yeah,
wouldn't-
yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
Jesse.
I remember he left his toys and we played with him.
You remember
I
Gabby?
don't remember that.
Remember Gabby in first
I
grade?
recognize all these
and
names.
Alana was so excited that
I-
Gabby
No,
got.
it was Donnie.
Donnie, sorry, Donnie.
was Donnie?
It was Donnie.
Really?
Yes, it's Donnie.
I no what?
It's
I
Donnie.
swear it was Gabby.
No, it's
No,
Donnie.
Gabby was there for like a week.
Who's
Gabby, yeah,
Gabby?
Gabby was there for a weekend. And she went to Africa, or at least that's
Yeah,
what they said.
yeah.
And then when she came back, they were like, "Oh, she's not back yet because she's jet lagged."
Mm-hmm.
No,
And
Donnie
then she
was
never
the.
came back.
No,
Donnie was there
the
for a
weird
couple
one.
months.
In
I don't
first grade.
remember.
I
don't
touched
remember Donnie.
Her butt.
Why?
In first grade.
I don't remember Donnie.
It was.
Seth?
It was reading time.
Wait, okay. Now that I'm saying it more, Donnie.
Yeah.
I'm kind of. Can you
She
describe
was
her?
skinny.
She was
Skinny,
skinny,
brown hair,
long hair.
long brown hair, really skinny. She was
Yeah.
super skinny.
I recognize the name. Now that I'm saying it more, I'm
She's
like,
a
okay.
weird
I have the
we
yearbook.
get-
I could show you afterwards.
Sure, I'll
Um,
see it.
Okay, well,
Then.
it was reading time. Your mom was reading us a story, and we were all in this circle, and she was laying on her stomach,
And
and I just like,
You just went for it.
I just put my hand on her butt.
Classy.
I don't know why.
and this is why the teachers were afraid of our class.
That's groping girls.
You were the first to. Like,
I've been liking girls since I could
since,
see.
like first
Yeah,
grade.
basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you really, you really
I used
were,
to
dude.
draw boobs in church.
I remember that vividly.
I would draw just the chest
Why?
of a female.
And he had good drawings.
Because I
so
love
it's like-
boobs, dude.
yeah, right.
Even when I was 5, I loved boobs.
Remember one of your birthday parties? You showed me boobs
I
in
did?
your book.
Oh, the book.
You
yeah.
you had a book.
I have an anatomy book.
Oh, an
and
anatomy book.
there's a titty
what
in
kind
there.
of book is this?
There's a titty
like
in
a
it.
Playboy magazine or
So
what?
Keegan came
What is
over
this?
and I was like, dude, I found a titty.
Singular.
And we went into the hole and turned off the light and I showed Keegan the titty. And he was not he was not like excited like I was.
Yeah,
You were really grossed out.
just because you were so excited about
Yeah,
it.
because I've been really straight my whole life and super into girls.
And I was just.
And you were like, dude, what is wrong with you?
I didn't get it.
Yeah,
I
you
was
didn't
like,
get it. You had no
I
appeal.
was like, why do you like to see them naked?
Yeah.
I remember being. I was so confused.
And I remember you asking me what the nipple was because you didn't know girls had nipples. You thought it was just a flat blob.
I don't remember that.
And you were like, dude, what is that? I was like, that's the.
I remember I was
Oh,
really
my word.
confused.
I still have the book. We were looking at it the other day.
We were.
Literally like 3 days ago, we
Oh,
found the
man.
titty again.
Oh my
Yeah,
cheeks
it
are.
was, it was in the same bucket as this.
Yeah, it was. Lots of
Oh,
memories
man.
in that bucket. Oh, why? Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't really remember anything else from that school.
Remember when we used to rip stick to the shortstop every
Yeah.
day?
Not me.
Yep.
Or no, it was only like once a week though, right?
Your mom wouldn't
You
let
guys
you
were.
ever.
And you wanted to, but you rip sticked for like you rip sticked once, and then your mom had to pick you up like halfway because you had asthma.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we used to rip stick to the shortstop like every day, and then we'd sit there for like an hour and just like eat snacks and talk, and then we would get picked up. And
I
it was
never-
like,
I never really got to stay.
was that like a half a mile or 3/4 of a mile to there?
I'd say it's a mile.
Yeah,
I think
it's-
a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably a mile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ripstick all the way down.
Mm-hmm. I remember when you were done, your feet would be on fire,
dude.
dude.
Just from the vibration.
Yeah, because of the vibrations, it would
Oh,
like, it would, like
it
the blood-
burned.
Wait, you guys crossed the road or did you go on the?
We crossed the road.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember Isaac almost got hit by a car there
Oh
at that
my
intersection.
Of course he did.
Because people would just whip through that intersection
Yeah.
all the time, and he started to cross in this car. From what I remember, although this is me in like 6th grade, it got like this close to him, like 2 feet away from him. The rear view mirror did. It's like they always whip through that intersection like crazy, dude.
So stupid.
Oh man.
I bought Soraya ice cream there one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's how you get them, man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
man.
The ice cream. They
Yeah.
love ice cream.
Ice
The ice cream there is so gross.
It's really bad. Yeah.
I've never had the ice cream there. I
It's
don't
not
think.
good.
Your sister got some.
Yeah.
Did she like it, or did she say it was
No,
bad
she gave
too?
it to me and I didn't eat it.
Yeah, not good ice cream.
Hmm.
We don't recommend the shortstop ice cream.
Or anything at
If you ever come go
If
there.
you ever come
Yeah.
down, don't go to that gas
go to the
station and get
shortstop.
some ice cream.
And also go to Big Daddy's. Isn't that the name of the pizza joint that's on that same road?
Yeah. You
What
guys
about
used to go there,
I
right?
remember you guys used to talk about that all the time. Whenever it was Pizza Tuesdays, right? Tuesday was Pizza
Tuesday,
Day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from Pizza Boys though.
And it was from Pizza Boys, and you guys both said that you hated pizza.
yeah.
So
I used to hate pizza.
But then
I
you
did
would,
too.
But then you would.
I only hated the Pizza Boys pizza they brought to
Yes,
the school because
'cause
it was,
it's
really,
just
it was pretty
pepperoni.
bad.
It was very greasy. I
Yeah.
think that was the
Yeah.
problem.
They didn't put any
Bro,
care into it.
It was so greasy.
It was like the greasiest pizza ever.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. How
because it
greasy
was
that pizza
free,
was.
so they were like they probably made it as cheaply and badly
Yeah.
as possible.
Definitely.
It was disgusting.
Yeah, with like left.
I've
that
never-
old
that made me hate
ingredients.
pizza.
I've
Yeah.
never had that pizza boy pizza.
Remember meatball sub days? When they would have the
Yes.
when the what is that called, the high school
Student council.
student council, when they would
Yep.
when they would raise funds, they
Oh,
would have
yeah.
meatball days,
Mhm.
meatball sub days,
And
Mhm.
Italian sodas.
Italian
Day.
sodas.
Yeah, Italian soda.
Yeah, and then the teacher would like let you would ask
You
to
were
go
a
down and
king
get
if
one.
you got an Italian
Oh,
soda, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, like
man.
3
Yeah.
people would leave and go get them.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and they
Yeah.
came back and they just looked so happy.
Yeah, and everybody else was just like,
just envied them.
So
Every once
sad.
in a while, they'd like pick a person, just give them a free
Yeah.
soda. Yeah.
mhm.
I didn't know I was lactose intolerant until I was like in 9th grade. So I had a lot of troubles.
Oh,
Dude, remember the
You're
the
just ripping
iced
it
honey
There's a
all
lot
buns?
of gassy
The
school
iced honey
uncomfortable
buns.
times.
Do you remember that?
I do
yes,
know those,
so
the
good.
iced honey
so
buns
good.
were like
Oh, yeah.
VIP passes.
Dude, they're good. They were
Uh-huh.
good.
They were good.
Yeah,
They
So
are
surprisingly good.
It's just amazing. It's like that was
It made you cool.
it made you cool because they were $1.50.
Powerade was a good power move as
They
well.
were right. They were $1.50 because everything else was $1.
Mhm.
And if you got
If
the
you got the $1.50 stuff,
yeah, man, you were.
I
Poppin'.
remember asking people for quarters every single day.
Mhm.
Every single.
Remember renting out
day.
our Diary of a Wimpy Kid books?
Oh my god.
We
and,
like-
and the Captain Underpants book.
and the
yeah,
Captain Underpants.
and we
And
would
Alana
like bring
never
them
it was
to
like
gave
school.
5
mine
cents a day or
back.
something.
Alana, bring him back his Captain Underpants
stole all
book
of them.
now.
And she never paid us either.
Yeah.
No, she would just take them.
She
Yeah.
stuffed them in her backpack.
Give
and
us your
left.
freaking money. And the book.
You owe us
You
like
owe us
80 cents.
Yeah, 75 cents, man.
It's like $27 with inflation. Interest.
Our interest is
yeah, maybe we
28.
should wait for a bit and see if we can get
Yeah,
more out
that's
of
a good
it. Yeah.
point.
Probably owes like
Yeah.
$50. By
Wait,
now.
aren't we supposed to meet them for lunch?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
wearing full
sooner or
suits.
When is that?
We're wearing suits.
I am not wearing a suit.
Wait, Levi, when are we doing that?
I mean, we should probably just. I'm not organizing it.
We should get it over with.
I
Get it
have
over
had no
with.
communication with them.
No,
Ah,
I mean,
Instagram.
I'm not wearing a suit.
I don't
by the
have a
way.
suit.
Okay, good.
I have.
You
3
used
suits.
to have. Remember, you used to wear your green your suit that had like a green tie. Was it a green tie?
Oh yeah, for you want to be CEO
The
of a
black-
multi-million-dollar corporation.
The black market salesman.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
For what?
You used to wear like a full
It was a black
3-piece
suit,
suit to
yeah.
school.
With the
Like
green
on
tie.
Chapel Day?
No, well, I
No.
mean, it was mostly
for
on
like
top of
Spirit Week and like
Yeah. And
Like
you would just
Halloween.
any
Any
opportunity-
occasion,
any
any
opportunity
occasion.
you had, you would wear this full 3-piece suit to school.
Mhm.
And I remember you had spiked hair at the time, and I
Yeah.
called you the black market salesman.
I remember that.
I don't remember the suit.
I don't remember the
I
suit.
remember
do.
that?
I really do.
That's
Wait.
crazy.
What's a 3-piece suit?
The undershirt and then the coat
And then the
and
pants.
then the pants.
Yep. I think I added
and
a
then
tie.
4 is with a vest.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 5 is a bow tie with it, maybe?
I
No.
don't know.
3-piece suits look like trash. I hate them. You need a vest. I think suits
The
look
vest helps
bad
so much.
without a vest.
The vest
No,
makes it so
when
much
there
better.
isn't a vest, you look like just some businessman who just has to wear a suit because businessman.
Mm-hmm.
But like when you have a vest, it actually looks like nice and classy.
like fills it in.
Yeah, you gotta have a vest.
I just got invited to play soccer.
We'll say no because that's gay.
That's gay, man.
That's
Gay-
from-
Is there a worse sport than
I
soccer?
hate
Okay,
soccer.
I used to play
I
soccer a long time ago.
Hate professional soccer just because of how the fake injuries
It's
all the
horrible.
time.
That's
like,
annoying.
It's ridiculous. Everyone, like the people in Germany who I knew that liked soccer, you brought that up, they just went silent. They would not talk about it because they know
serious?
how bad the problem is. You get touched, like they get
Touch.
touched. They crumple. It's
And act like they
ridiculous.
got
It is
punched.
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Mhm.
It is so pathetic. I have no respect for that sport at all.
I hate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, me and Keegan were watching some video. What were we watching?
I don't
And the
remember.
one guy on one team had like something in his hair, and the other guy was being nice,
Yeah.
and he like flicked it out of his hair, and then he just fell over crying,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
just pretending.
Mm-hmm.
No, hockey, I have full respect for those guys.
That's kind of a crazy sport.
Yeah. And
Have you ever
football.
watched women's tennis?
Yes.
That is the
Yes.
best. That's like the only sport. That's like the only thing that's on public television. I remember one time I was over at Keegan's house and he had only the television, like the bunny ear television,
Yeah,
right?
like
Yeah.
7 channels.
Yeah, and like there was PBS and like some Alaskan channel and like
Oh, gosh.
some like a reality TV show and then women's tennis, and we were like,
watched
well,
women's tennis for hours.
hours, dude.
What?
Because just like laughing at them grunting and
Yeah.
screaming
That's
at the ball.
great.
We watched it for so long.
Your Keegan's little sister watches so much PBS.
I can't even imagine how much it is.
She's probably watched every episode of every show
Yeah.
like 10 times by now.
I guarantee it.
Like, does she know what Netflix is? It's kind of
She
weird.
watches Pee Wee Herman.
I can't imagine watching that much PBS.
Me and Noah never had TV.
Never
Yeah.
once.
Still haven't.
You still don't have
Still
TV.
haven't ever had it.
And I am very glad about
Me
that.
too. I don't want TV.
Did your parents' parenting style change much as you grew up?
From what I remember,
You're an only child, so it couldn't have changed as much.
No, it
Yeah.
definitely didn't
Mine
change much.
definitely did.
But
Mm.
Ours did like crazy.
Oh, tons.
yeah, 'cause-
Ridiculous.
They were so strict at certain
No,
points.
they were-
I remember the pork thing.
The pork thing.
It's
poor thing.
insane, dude.
Nothing with magic. Nothing. Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings.
Really?
Nothing, nothing, nothing. If
I-
there is magic, you cannot look at it.
Oh yeah, dude.
Same with my
Uh-huh.
family.
And then
really still
Not anymore. No.
okay, not anymore.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I was like, I can't imagine your mom doing that now.
She
but they
used
were
to.
really chill with PG-13. I remember that. As
Yeah.
long as it
I-
wasn't magic.
I could not until I was like 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was so sad.
But like
And
now,
then Ryder's like 12 and,
And
he can
Amelia
watch
watched
PG-13.
Deadpool with me.
yeah.
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 The same with Mariah.
Yeah.
They just watch everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
They just
like,
give
as
up.
they get younger, they just like. 'Cause
Think
I
about like we grew up, like right when all like kids started to like get
more lax.
digital.
Yeah,
Yeah.
digital and lax.
like when we were really young, we had like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like we like grew
Toys.
up with all of it.
Yeah.
With like media happening.
Yeah, I remember getting my laptop and immediately trying to put a bunch of Minecraft mods on it, and then I just killed it, dude. To this, To this day, it just runs super slow, and it's a decent
You
laptop.
still have it?
No, I sold it, but I sold it like a year ago, and when I sold it, it was unusable because I had just ruined the hardware and everything with
I remember
mods.
I used to go to Miss Riley's house to be babysat, me and my brother, and she had Netflix. And it was so new.
Oh, wow.
It was so cool.
I remember I had Netflix. Our family had Netflix when you went on
did
their
that too.
website and
And you
ordered
ordered
the
the DVD.
disc.
Mhm.
We
You
did
ordered
that.
the DVD
Yep,
and
we
they
did too.
mailed it to you. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
Yeah, we
and
did
then
that.
they finally got online
It was
streaming.
always really crappy movies.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
My
The
mom would
worst.
just like look like that one looks interesting, and then they come, we watch
Yep.
them, and most of them are garbage.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I remember when
We got some good ones.
they got hotspots because I was infatuated that you could watch a movie
Without the movie.
while you were driving.
Yeah.
Because
I
it was
remember
like because you could only do it on your
Mhm.
phone before, but they really didn't have good streaming services on their phone. But like then I could pull out my iPad or whatever, and my mom could give me the internet and I could watch a movie. I just
Yeah.
thought that was the coolest
You were explaining
thing.
it to me while we were sledding at a middle school hill,
Really?
and I just couldn't understand.
That-
we were in your
that you
mom's
got-
van.
Oh yeah.
I was so confused.
Blue
Like,
Keegan, you blew Keegan's
it
mind.
didn't make sense. You were like, "Hey mom, turn on your hotspot." I was like, "What's a hotspot?"
Keegan missed out. Keegan was so behind on technology for so long.
Do you remember?
He still is.
yeah.
Keegan's
Yeah.
really bad
So
at stuff.
Do you
I didn't
remember?
get a
It's okay
phone till I
though.
was
It's okay.
Do you remember when my mom got the minivan and I brought you guys out back to show you the minivan? Were you there when I did that?
No.
I don't know.
I remember.
Brought
I
us
remember
out
showing you like
back?
the. Well, okay, it was at the school, and my mom was working at the school at the time, and I brought you to the back of the school where she parked her van, and I remember like showing you that you could press the button and the door opened by
Oh, yeah.
itself, and then there was the TV that folded down, and I was like showing you all the stuff that was in there.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I love that.
Yeah.
I remember
that
like
band.
really the only time that me and Seth watched anything when we were younger was in the car.
Mm-hmm.
We had a TV
Yeah.
that came that like folded out from the
And
ceiling.
we watched
Yeah.
old black and white
yeah,
Looney Tunes.
we watched freaking
love
Merry
those.
Melodies.
Freaking that stuff is demented stuff.
Yeah.
Merry Melodies
Creepy.
wasn't made for kids.
It's
Mm-mm.
creepy.
It really wasn't. It was just made.
It's so much Popeye.
There's so much. A lot of
So
Popeye too. But Merry
much
Melodies has so much
Popeye.
stuff about the demon in there. It's ridiculous.
We have watched so many hours of Popeye.
Oh yeah, we
It's
watched a lot
insane.
of Popeye. Merry Melodies, Popeye, Looney Tunes,
Who was that chick
Roadrunner
with
and
the
stuff.
big head?
Betty Boop.
Betty
Betty
Boop?
Boop?
Oh, I
Is
hated
that what it
Boop.
was? I hated
Yeah.
Betty Boop. Worst.
Betty
I,
Boop.
I
hated
never
her.
liked Betty Boop that much either.
I like the Flintstones when I was little.
We never watched that.
There's so much stuff about birds. There's so many
Yeah.
like swans and penguins.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird.
Yeah, I
Also, you know the one with the sheepdog and the wolf?
no.
Sheepdog and the wolf.
It's the one where they clock in at the beginning of the day.
Oh
And
my
then,
gosh,
yeah,
I vaguely
like
remember a
Lauren and Ralph.
sheepdog clocking
Lauren
in.
and Sam. Yeah.
I remember watching that at your house
Vaguely.
once.
Continue. Wait,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of
Talking about it.
continue.
It's like they clock in for work, and then they're like, "Good morning," and they talk to each other. Then the sheepdog protects the sheep from the wolf. That's their
Mhm.
job.
Mhm.
And then at 5 o'clock, they're about
We
to kill
watched
each
it a
other.
couple
That's
times.
weird.
We watched it a
Then
couple
they
times.
Then they
Yeah.
clock
That
out.
is so
They're like,
weird.
"See you
I
tomorrow,
remember
It was
Ralph."
so
like
cool.
like
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
oh
I
dude.
love that cartoon.
Did they stood up on two legs too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And
It
he would
doesn't-
like he would disguise himself as sheep
Yeah.
and like
Like there's
hide.
whenever, like when he
yeah,
opens
yeah.
his mouth,
That
it's
is
like
so
it's very
weird.
like drippy,
Yeah.
like
Yes.
that old Looney,
That
that old
is
Merry
so
Melodies
weird.
drippy.
Mhm. And then they're like about to kill each other, and then it's 5 o'clock and
Yep.
the bell rings.
Yep.
yeah.
Dang.
Goodness.
That
See
is
you
so
tomorrow,
weird,
Ralph.
dude.
See
There's a
you
lot of stuff
tomorrow,
about
Sam.
swans. Like there's a lot of like I said, like geese and swans and penguins and stuff. But
Mhm.
like there's like a vulture trying to take like a swan's baby.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Really creepy
I don't
stuff.
remember that.
Like the falcon is like it's moving, like it's supposed to be looking really fast, but it's kind of slow, and there's like lots of wind effect, and it's like with his talons going
Dude, it's
down. at the
creepy.
baby
I got a
swan.
lot of nightmares from all that stuff.
I did.
You know what's one thing that I got terrible nightmares from? Well, not even nightmares, but just I could not sleep unless the blanket was over my head for like 5 years.
I did that too. Yeah.
It was a my dad was watching YouTube, and it was a video of a baby. So like this mom was like making a cake for her baby's first birthday. And when she walks in the room, there's a little alien on the ground, and he's like threatening her with this gun. And then the baby, it has a hole blown in its head.
Oh my gosh.
Like charred, blown off.
Wait, this
hole.
is
And
a-
I'm like 5 years old, and my dad's
Oh,
watching this video,
Goodness.
and I'm like just behind.
I remember
him
you
watching it.
telling me about this scaring you like
Yes.
5 years
Yes.
ago.
And then the video, and then the mom's like screaming. She drops the cake, and it's like a POV shot of her like looking at the alien, and she drops the cake, and she's like screaming, and then the alien like is like babbling, and then it shoots her, and the screen goes black.
Oh my
I
And
remember
gosh.
that scared me, dude. I was scared of that little alien for like 5 years.
Yeah, you told me about this before.
I was so scared.
I
of that
remember
thing.
one of the things that like scared me the most like early on was in The Little Mermaid, in is it Ursula's
Ursula,
like
yeah.
cave, those little like
Yeah.
eel things, that scared the hell out of me. Those little things.
I was scared of everything my entire
oh my
childhood.
yeah you were
I could not sleep every night probably till I was like 13.
yeah.
Oh man.
I remember.
But like
I cannot believe how bad
I
that
remember
stuff was.
the dream that scared me the most. It was insane how afraid I was.
Mm-hmm.
It was a nightmare I had multiple times, and it's just me like walking down like a tunnel, like a cave tunnel. It
Mhm.
looks like it was like mined out, and it's like a perfect like semicircle, and the ground is sand, but it looks like it was like wind swept sand.
Yeah.
And I walked through it into a giant dome room. That's also rock, and this floor is still like windswept sand. But there's like light coming in from the top, but like there isn't. I don't think there's really a hole though. But sun's coming in, and in the center is a well. There's a stone well, and in it is just a skull. And when you look at the skull, it like sucks your soul out.
What
And
the
you're, like,
hell?
and, like when you look at it, like it's like your face like melts and you like get sucked in.
That's weird.
And that
Oh.
scared me so bad. I had that dream multiple
That's
times. I don't
really
know. The
weird.
thing is, I have no idea where any of it came from.
Huh.
Like I can't like identify an origin of a single element of that dream.
That's
two
weird.
things when I was little scared me. You know that show Fear Factor?
Yeah.
I
So
remember vaguely.
It was on that channel.
I've never seen it.
It was like a scary channel. And during Halloween, they did these little like gags. And you know the scream face? Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Like the
Yeah.
long scream. Yeah.
They play like clips, make it look like a trailer for something, and like it's a wedding or something, and then you turn and everyone had a scream face, and they'd scream, and it was so.
That's
It's
weird.
not supposed to be scary, but it scared me so bad.
Huh.
You know what got me for about 3 years of my life?
What?
The Grinch.
Oh my
Really?
word, I remember.
The
so
Noah,
scared.
Noah would sing the theme song, and I would just scream and cover my ears and cry.
He's the main one, Mr. Grinch.
Yeah, he would sing that. I was so scared of him.
my word.
I don't even know why.
The Jim Carrey one?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
Jim
man,
Carrey.
Jim Carrey is kind of creepy.
The
in
live
that.
action movie.
You know what's another thing that scared me? The
What?
Spiderwick Chronicles little goblins.
The what? The
The
what?
Spiderwick Chronicles, have you ever seen that?
No idea.
I've heard of it.
Okay. It was like a really popular movie when I was like 5, and basically it was just like this guy wrote a book and all these things in it came to life, kind of like Goosebumps, the movie. And basically there's these little gremlins in the woods that is the main antagonist, right? And again, for like a couple of years, I would only sleep with the blanket over my head because I could imagine little gremlins marching around me trying to figure out a way to get in underneath my blanket. So I would like tuck it underneath me and like hide from these little gremlins.
Oh yeah,
that
dude. I
thought
would
were attacking me.
mummify myself.
Yeah.
I used to
That's
share a
so
room with my
weird.
brother, and he'd see me do that too, and he'd be so confused.
Which house was that you shared a room with your brother? The one on Beluga?
Well,
We
that one
shared a room
too.
at some point.
In all of them until
No, we
his
didn't.
newest house, we
Yeah,
shared
I
a
did.
room.
When did we share a room?
We definitely did. I remember at one point we shared a room, and then there was like a playroom. Like we had all the toys in one room, and we slept in the other room.
I don't recall.
I think we had that at some point.
Hmm.
I think that was the rental house.
No, I had my own room in the rental house. 'Cause that's where it was mom and dad's room, this door, and then you were right here, and then I was right here. And
I think we both had our own room plus the one room that had all our toys in it.
I don't know.
I think so. That house was full of beetles.
Oh,
Those
There are so
beetles.
many spruce beetles around right now.
it's bad.
I was just outside the other day, and they're just hitting me constantly.
Oh,
like they're just
what?
flying into me. There's a
Oh.
lot around my cabin.
Goodness.
Tons.
Gross.
And like when I walk up to my cabin, there's a bunch all over the screen that's in front of my cabin, and I have to kind of like hit them off before I walk in.
You need to get rid of that.
There are tons of them.
You can't get
Bad
rid
and
of
they're
them.
news.
killing all of my trees
No,
in
you
my
can't get rid of
front
them.
lawn. It's
That's just
terrible,
how it goes.
dude.
We got so many stumps around because all the damn trees are dead from spruce beetles.
Mhm. It sucks.
What are you
man.
doing, Keen?
Replying to the guy who invited me to soccer.
What'd you
I
say?
said I'm working that night.
Ah, perfect.
I am working that night.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I remember that we used to go watch the basketball games
Oh,
at
yeah.
CIA. Like that was kind of a big
was a fun thing to do.
Yeah, like oh, there's a basketball game this
Do
Friday. Are
you
you gonna go? You know?
Remember the wooden race car racing we used to go
Yes.
to?
Yes. Oh, dude, I love that.
Yeah.
Remember when
We got
had
so
when we
into
had
it.
Mr. Leaf play "What Does the Fox Say?" and everybody was like so upset with us. Well,
What's
not
the
so upset,
fox
but they were all
say?
like they were all like groaning, you know.
Yeah.
Remember when I was in the hospital and you guys showed me that
Yeah.
that video?
I don't remember that.
That was weird.
But I do remember going to the hospital with you and you calling the nurse in with the
Yes.
button and asking for apple juice. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
I was like,
Remember you
I
weren't
got
there?
you
You told me,
boys,
though.
and I clicked the button, and I was like,
like
"Can
an
we get
emergency
some
button."
orange juice."
I remember
And she was like,
that.
and she was like, "Sure, okay." That was apple
That's
juice. It was
awesome.
apple juice.
Okay, what time are we at?
We can, just don't worry about it.
Because we got
What
2
is
more
it?
things to do.
I want to know.
I remember. Don't talk. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. You can look at it, but don't tell me.
Horrible vision. What does it say?
I don't know.
I remember going to the basketball games. This happened on 2 occasions. For some reason, like whenever I went to a basketball game, I was on like when you enter on the right, I'd be up there, and for some reason,
That's where I go still.
I couldn't.
Yeah, way up at the top.
I couldn't
Mhm.
see. Like something about the lights up there made like my vision go blank. I got really lightheaded and I couldn't see. Like my vision was like almost. I was almost blind.
What?
I couldn't see.
That
Like
sounds like you. What?
I have no idea. It was something about the lights. Like it made. I have a really bad headache. I was super lightheaded. I could barely talk,
Like
and
maybe
like
the lights
I was
were, like,
going.
flashing really
I was like
quickly?
going blind or something, and like I went down like where the concessions or whatever. I went over there, and after like 5 minutes, I was perfectly fine. And it happened
That's
twice.
weird.
The same spot twice.
Remember the boiler room?
Yes.
And that was like
Yeah.
the haunted room.
Yeah.
And I remember one time we tried to go in there and there was a kid's toy in there. And
Yep.
we walked in, it went off, and it like started singing a little
Oh.
jingle. That
And
scared
then
us so
we ran
bad.
out when we shut Seth in there.
What room?
Yeah, we
I don't
shut
remember
Seth in
that room.
It was the boiler room. If you went into the gym, we went left all the way to the end of the bleachers, and then went left
You mean
again
the really
right before
long
the
one?
Yeah.
stairs.
The long one with all
We
like
used to
the
think
mops
Gollum
in
was
it.
in there.
Yeah, and then
Aw.
back in
showed
the
me-
back there was like you could turn right and there was like a little closet.
I mean the
underneath
long
stairs,
the
but
long
then
hallway with the
forwards.
mops and stuff.
Yes.
That room.
Mhm.
Yes.
No,
No,
not that one.
to,
No.
not because that was
It's
to
left.
the left.
It's left.
But it's forward. The boiler room is straight forward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So instead of turning
It's
left to
a
get to
big
that
steel
long
door.
chair hallway, you would go straight
Mhm.
into the boiler room.
You showed me a picture
Hmm.
of Gollum and it scared me.
That's also what haunted me
Oh,
for
dude,
probably
he scared me a lot.
probably 10 years of my life.
Oh yeah.
Gollum.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's
It's
awesome.
terrifying.
But
Like,
he is creepy though.
I
There's a
watched
reason he's
those in
scared.
chronological order, and he scared me so bad. Just seeing him in the first one. There's his hands.
He's so
Huh.
creepy.
Yeah.
I was
Your
terrified of
dog is
everything though.
freaking out right now.
I don't know what he's barking at.
It's Gollum.
It's Gollum.
Oh my
He's
What
come
you
for
know-
us.
what you know? But the thing is, I realized like later, Gollum's really small.
You can push
yeah.
this.
Like
Push your thing in.
he's really
More.
tiny.
Yep.
Like he's
He-
kind of small
that's-
to a normal hobbit,
Yeah.
and a
Or-
hobbit's like half your size. So
He'd
he's
be
like
this tall.
like if he's like
Yeah.
if he's like doing his like little kneel down thing, he's like that big.
He's tiny.
Yeah.
He's 3'7"
You
and
kick-
he's
like-
crouched.
like if a person with like normal muscle mass like
like a
us
dog. He's
just
dog
like
size.
kicked him, it would like break him.
Yeah.
He's tiny.
Yeah.
He's a hobbit and
Mhm.
smaller than a hobbit.
No, he's
Yep.
surprisingly durable. Actually, he falls all over the place.
3'7" crouched down. So he's like 2.5 feet tall.
Mm.
Yeah, dude.
When you think
Oh,
about it that
man.
way.
Little,
So like
little
that,
fella.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of gross.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm just
It makes it gross, more gross for some reason. When I
Yeah.
think of
Way
it being
smaller.
this big, I don't know.
those movies are so good, dude. I just feel like remembering like his backstory and everything.
I
Like,
don't think we need to
backstory.
talk about that
You know
right
what's
now.
funny
Yeah.
is a lot of people think the Hobbit movies were like really bad. If you
Really?
look it up,
I don't
there
get
are
that.
a lot
Yeah.
of people that think that they're bad
Yeah.
movies.
I don't think that they're like I like them.
They're not as
Mhm.
good as
But
Lord of the Rings,
They're so
No, Lord of the Rings
flawed.
is awesome.
but
Like,
they're
I
still
like
good.
them, but they're incredibly flawed. Those
Mhm.
movies.
Well, if they would have made it how the book is, they would have been terrible.
The problem is the reason why everything was so epic that they made it that way is because you can't have a little Hobbit adventure after the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
After those movies came out, well, at least they could, but they were like the studio was like very afraid
Mhm.
to put something like that out after Lord of the Rings.
Mhm.
So yeah, it had to be epic and
Mhm.
3 long.
Yeah. Very, very drawn out.
Did you read the books? I
I
read The
w-
Hobbit
yeah.
and most of the first one. Is Tom Bombadil? Is he in the first Lord of the Rings?
No,
I don't
what
know.
are you asking us right now?
Tom Bombadil.
This
Tom
is not
Bombadil?
important to what we need to be
Tom
talking about.
bombed out.
At this point, I'm calling this podcast Talking Our Childhood.
Yeah.
Childhood memories.
That's what we are.
Okay,
That's
we
what
could
it became.
we could react to the picture and the song still.
We'll
Yeah.
do that. We can do another one
All right.
because this is already past an hour. We do
Oh.
not
Yeah.
need a 2-hour
It was
podcast.
pretty good.
No.
Awesome, dude.
I think like an hour and a half's where you should cut it, like for sure.
Yeah, we'll probably just cut it right now, actually.
No, wait.
What?
There's got to be more.
I'm
There-
trying to
there's
think
not
of
more.
memories.
There.
We used to.
I
Bury
want
each
this to
other.
be like a thing that we can go back to.
I have plenty of memories.
We
you
used
know?
to bury each other in rocks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We-
Oh, dude,
or
those
make
rocks
beds.
were so gross.
You was so
Yeah.
dirty.
Those
Oh,
rocks like smell like pee.
Also, we
They're
had
sticky.
a wedding
There was
for.
the playground had all rocks. It was just
Oh.
like
Like
pebble
small
rocks.
pebbles.
it's
Tiny,
it's
tiny
called
little
pea
pebbles.
gravel.
Yeah,
Pea-
pea
it's
gravel.
pea gravel.
We had a wedding for who?
for Seth and his woman.
Which
Who's
one?
that?
Seth had
The
like
short one.
7 weddings.
The short
Yeah,
one?
you know,
Wait, no.
And we
No.
sang for it.
No. Really?
which girls?
Chandra.
A wedding?
I don't remember
No,
that.
you chased her.
No, because he never got her.
I never got
no,
Chandra.
no.
She
No,
sat
ever.
down. You
That is
walked
the
up.
one girl who's rejected me in my life.
Yep.
Is Chandra.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it Sandra?
No, it was
No,
Chandra.
it's
I remember.
Chandra,
I remember
SH.
it,
Her mom's name
specifically.
is Sandra.
Yeah.
and her name is Chandra,
Her brother's name
and
is
she
Cash.
was super fast.
Cash, yeah.
That was the one that we tried to kill with a stick.
Yeah.
But she was just too fast.
She was
But
just
you know
too
what?
speedy, dude.
Looking back, why was she running all the time?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She
All the
ran
time.
everywhere. She was incredibly fast.
Yeah.
All the time. She
She's
just
fast.
ran everywhere.
Why?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Everyone would pick her for PE because she was just so fast.
She was known for being fast.
That's what she
Mhm.
was just she ran everywhere.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
And especially when Seth got close.
Oh
And
my God.
Seth would like sneak up on her and then she'd see him and she'd run off and like top speed. It was
Like a
weird,
deer.
dude. Yeah. I don't know why.
like hunting for deer.
Yeah.
She just sprint away. Oh man.
That is so thinking back, it's like, why was she just running everywhere?
I don't know. I
That's
guess
really
we all
weird.
had so much energy back then.
Yeah.
I remember in 2nd grade, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he was like the popular kid,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I was not. And I
But he was only popular to like 4 people.
Because there
That's
were
like
only
the whole
4 other
school.
people
in
in
like
the
my
class.
class.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, there were 12
I-
people in your class.
I
Yeah.
was taller than him.
Uh-huh.
I was like
Oh boy. Now we're getting into some
Wow.
insecurities here.
no, like it was so clear. Like I looked forward. I was looking at his damn forehead. Like I was taller, but it made me so mad because he was the popular kid. Everyone said he was taller, and like he would like walk up to me. He's like, "I'm taller than you," and then he'd just run away.
No, it
Yes,
was like that.
Like
Oh,
the
man.
going up.
All
See,
kids
look,
did
man.
that. All kids did it. Like
As
no,
if
he
this
like
is
they looked
accurate.
up and like I'm taller than you, and
Yeah.
they just did that.
The salute.
So
The
dumb.
I'm taller than you salute.
Yeah,
why
exactly,
Was,
that's
why
what
was
they did.
height so important to us?
Because I remember I was medium. I was always in the middle, and that
Yeah.
always bothered me.
Really?
So
I was
small.
always right
Keegan
in the
was
middle.
so small.
Uh-huh.
I was always the tallest
Me and
and
Caleb
the
were
oldest.
always
Caleb is really
jumping.
tall now.
We were always jumping back and forth
Mhm.
from tallest to
Have you
not
seen
tall.
Caleb now?
He's not that tall, Keegan.
He's super tall.
I was
Okay.
always the oldest, though.
You
And
say everyone's super
I
tall, and
think
then I
he's-
see them and they're shorter than me.
I think he's shorter than you.
he's
taller
really
than you.
he's big
He's-
now.
yeah.
He's like 5'11" or
he,
6
he's
foot.
thick. He's thick, dude. He's thick.
He's bigger.
Oh, I remember that.
He was talking about Christian that one
Yeah.
time.
and he's like,
He's
no, he's
bigger.
bigger.
Noah doesn't know any of these jokes because
Yeah,
he hasn't
right.
listened to our podcast. There are good stories you need to hear, Noah.
Yeah.
there are.
Okay.
Uh,
I don't remember which ones I've watched though.
You don't know about the Jizz Pizza. That's a
The
good
Bruh.
that's a good story. You need to know the poop story, the jizz pizza story, the meat stick story, the paper
and
story,
the log.
and the log. That's the poop.
the log.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
The poop is the log. Yeah.
I was thinking you meant the one where we drew my uncle's phone number.
You know, I remember
That's
this.
the paper. I said the paper.
Yeah, I know.
That tree. I want to confirm this. So there was a tree in those woods that had like super soft wood. That I remember it specifically because it smelled sweet,
Mhm.
and it was like super soft. Like you could grab it. And it was like cloth. Like you could pull off chunks, and it was like cloth when you
Oh.
pulled it.
All the
apart.
trees in there. I think that like forest had like a disease in it.
Yeah, it was nasty.
It was rotten.
But I remember specifically because that tree smelled sweet. Like when you got near it, you could smell it. That's real. I
How
really
deep
wanna
was
go
it?
back there. How deep?
Yeah, like they're like which layer? It was like
Oh,
1, 2,
no,
3
it was,
field.
It was a stump this big. I remember. Well, it was probably to me it was that big, so it was probably around this big. And it was a stump that was like
You
you,
know
could
the-
pull it apart. And it
you know,
was
like the
cloth.
entrance to the woods.
yeah, like
Like
right there
there was
near
kind of
the
like
TP.
it was kind of like bushes, and then there was like a open space, and then bushes,
That's
and then
where
like
the TP was, though, right?
Yeah.
The TP?
yeah, like
Yeah.
you went that one area, that open area was
Yeah.
like, was it like to like the back right, Like looking at it was like here.
That was on the left.
Yeah.
The stump was it that stump?
No, it was way in the back.
Yeah.
I remember
Okay.
specifically because I only went back there like 2 times.
Like layer 3.
yeah, it was like it was layer 3
The
of
third
the woods.
section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The third layer.
Sector
The
3.
deep woods.
Sector 3 of the woods.
Remember that time?
But
Owen ran
Wimpy
away?
Woods. Remember that?
Yes.
Remember that weird like mound,
Where?
Yeah.
like behind the like building, like the
Portable?
housing building, the portables. There was like a mound,
No, it was
like a bunch of like
mounds.
like
Bunch of
mound, like a
mounds,
bunch of
yeah.
mound, but
Like,
no,
bu-
with like
like
barely,
over there.
with like
Yeah,
barely
like-
any
like
trees.
Yeah.
And then there was like another section of trees. It was like very defined. It was like it was so weird. It was like clearly
yeah, you were
defined
talking about that,
3
yeah.
layers, like mounds, and then
Mhm.
another defined
And
type
then
of trees.
birch trees.
Yeah.
Birch trees and spruce trees, and then a clearing in the middle.
And like Wimpy Woods were like layer 2 next to the
Yeah.
bumps.
Dude, we really need to go back there.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should talk about what Owen. Lots of Owen stuff happened at that
Yeah.
I
school.
felt so
Well,
bad about that. I
one-
was really mean to him.
Yeah, one
Really?
specific moment was he went on like a bit of a he got
Did he try to
very
kill
upset.
you, or was it
He
Cole?
He never tried to kill anybody.
Okay, tried to beat you up.
He tried to beat people up. No, he
Yes.
definitely didn't try to beat me
It
up.
was Cole,
because
yeah.
I was like the
No,
one that
it was
always
Cole.
calmed him down.
Yeah, you were like
Yeah.
the pacifist.
And honestly, I remember
It worked.
Well,
You were
yeah.
like Black Widow, and he was the
Yeah.
Hulk.
That's about to say
Yes,
that.
dude.
Yeah.
And I remember specifically one time Owen got super upset.
The
and-
sun's getting real
and-
low.
and-
You just walk up to him.
and anyway, so our teacher, Miss Lyons, so Owen got like real, the one that he got expelled for.
Yeah.
He kind of got really mad.
Expelled.
He got
Expelled.
expelled from
Yep.
from that.
Wow.
Yeah. And because he went out and punched the vice principal when he was out there trying to help him.
goodness.
Yeah.
Yep. You don't remember this?
Yeah.
Wait,
when
Mr. Leiter was the
Mr.
vice
Leiter,
principal? Yeah.
Yes. And when he went out there to get Owen, because he ran out into the woods, he got so mad.
Well, he
And
he threw something out the window really hard.
Yeah, he threw something at the
No, he
window.
threw a
It
tissue
was a
box.
tissue box.
At
And
Miss
then-
Lyons.
Oh
and
yeah.
it missed it at the window.
And when
But do
she
you remember
threw
how
the
it started?
tissue box at me,
It started. I remember specifically.
'cause
She
it was
told
out in
him-
the field.
No.
It was
The-
out in the
the night
play,
before.
playground.
The night before he was at my house.
Uh huh.
We watched a movie. He's like, "That girl's hot," and he said, "Don't tell anybody."
Uh oh.
It was really weird.
What?
And then I told someone. He got really.
No, but
mad.
like
That
that
started it.
that was.
That's what started it.
Yeah.
So he was just having a bad couple days.
Yeah.
And then I forget we were in class. It was like we came in from recess,
Yeah.
and Miss Lyons told him to do something. He said no.
Yeah.
He's like no,
No.
and
Not
she was
gonna
like,
do it.
and then she
She
told him
looked-
again.
No, she looked at me because she always looked at me whenever Owen went into one of his fits.
Mm-hmm.
She would look directly at me like, "Do something," like help, please.
He told her no like 4 times.
Yeah.
And then he stormed out and threw the tissue box.
And then I remember hearing that he went out in the woods, and then
Mhm.
Mr. Leiter went out there to confront him.
I
and
remember
he
hearing.
punched him.
I remember hearing like no one's like, Owen's in the woods.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It
remember
went
that.
around the school quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
It was like a little community. Like the
Mhm.
gossip spreads.
Yeah,
You know what's
like
weird?
even in between rooms, they would like go up to the wall and whisper it to the next room.
What, Keegan?
You know what's weird is we were Amelia and Mariah's age.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad though, because
Yeah.
neither of them have any of these stories.
No, nothing. They have nothing.
No,
They make slime and watch YouTube.
that's it.
Yeah,
it's kind of
that's
sad,
that-
dude.
yeah.
Think about that.
And back then we were like,
We were
the
outside
teacher was
all
looking
day.
at me to stop to stop Owen from beating her up.
We were
Yeah.
having like real adventures.
These
Those are
kids
real
don't have a
adventures, man.
childhood, man.
It's kind of sad, dude.
Dude, I'm so bad at remembering things like on my own.
Mhm.
Like if someone asked me like what's the story from your childhood, I would not say
No,
any of
That's
this.
why I
I'm
like
triggers.
so-
This
yeah.
triggers.
I have to be like in a group.
Uh-huh.
Like, otherwise, I got like nothing.
Yeah. I love this, dude, because now this is going to be recorded. We can go back to it and
Yeah.
like
Yeah, dude.
remember it.
We could watch
That's
this when we're
cool.
all like 40.
Yeah.
I remember.
I'm not gonna make it to 40, but you guys will come back.
Wow.
I don't. I've always had a feeling since I was like 10, I'm gonna be dead really young.
But
I don't
That's
know why.
demented.
I know.
he really has though.
Yeah.
He's consistently said
I've
he's
always
gonna
been
die
like a
young.
hypochondriac, and I always have issues. I feel like I'm gonna die really young.
That's nice.
Yeah. Like in
I
a
feel like I'm
fiery
gonna
car
live
crash.
longer than I want to.
I see a fiery car crash. Yeah.
That's nice. What were you gonna say?
I'm gonna die like 108.
I remember you climbed up on the Connex one time and it was awesome, and we were like making sure no one was looking.
Yeah.
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
That's how we never got caught. We always
Yeah.
had somebody.
We
watching.
always
had
had
a group.
lookouts.
Yeah,
We had
every single-
lookouts.
oh my gosh.
I had lookouts,
Yeah.
man.
That was weird.
Lookouts.
That's weird.
I remember we legit
that
like told like
triggered it.
you stay here and watch.
Yeah.
You are the lookout this time.
Yes.
Next time,
We
I'll be the
straight up
lookout.
had
We're like a
lookouts.
freaking mafia.
Yeah.
We really were.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my word! I forgot about. We straight up had lookouts. Like
Yeah.
one guy was like, "No, you can't participate. You have to watch
You have
this."
to
Yeah.
be the lookout.
You
man.
have to
Yeah.
watch.
You
Yeah.
say something if the teacher gets close.
Yeah.
She comes around.
Yeah.
I remember.
Because
I
some of them
remember.
would mull around the playground.
I remember one time that like Ben was like ran to me like the teacher's coming and like we all like, really
Ditch
stopped
it,
doing.
dude. We have to split up.
Run,
'cause
run, run.
She'll see the group and be like, "There's something going on
Yeah.
there, so we gotta
Yeah.
split, man."
We had.
my
We
word.
planned it
We were
out.
smart.
Dude,
We
I
were.
remember
that's
so
how
many
we had so many
instances.
adventures.
I remember so
Because
many
we were breaking
instances of
rules
people
Yeah.
every single recess.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
dude. We broke a rule every hour.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
basically.
easy.
Remember?
Oh, my
Do
word.
you remember when we made that civilization out of snow and we
Yes.
had like
Yes.
restaurants and stuff,
And
and the
I-
currency was snowballs?
And I was the
You-
banker.
No, he was
yes,
No, I was the banker.
Was it you? You
Yeah.
were the banker?
I was
Yeah.
the guy that was like running around checking on
I
everybody.
was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
mayor.
You were the mayor.
Yeah, you were the mayor. I was the guy that was like I was like
Do you remember
running
when?
around making sure nobody was
Remember?
making new snowballs.
Yes, you were. Yeah.
no counterfeit.
And we
man.
had
Yeah.
police.
That
And
was
remember that time
Yep.
someone busted a wall.
Yep.
And we all went to
Yeah.
court.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And we had judges.
I remember that.
And
That is crazy,
jail.
dude.
And we like did a jury, and it was like.
So
oh.
basically, there was a fresh snow, like 3 feet of snow,
Really
Yeah.
deep.
and we dug little rooms in it. It wasn't there was no roof.
And walked roads into
Yeah,
it.
and we made roads out of it and everything.
Yeah, and Caleb always was extending the city, making
Yep.
buildings.
making more buildings. That is so weird.
I remember
Yeah.
that. Wasn't it
Little
like
government.
like like when you
had a
when you
restaurant,
when you
too.
left when you left a I can't portable when you left a portable
Left.
like past it. It was
No,
either to the
it was just
left.
in the field.
I think
No,
you did
was
it
just right out in the
again.
field.
It was just in the field.
I think you did it again, like to the if you exit a portable to the left of like the basketball court,
Which portable? The
well just like to like the basketball court,
yeah.
like that open area.
No, we didn't.
I
do it
remember
there.
you doing
I
something
vaguely remember
there.
doing something in
You
that.
did something
in that
like that there at
open
one
area.
point for sure.
Yeah.
I just remember two things. Remember there used to be a giant puddle every spring.
Yes.
There was a
Oh,
huge
yeah.
puddle.
And we would
We got
Dude.
onto
build
this,
boats.
Yeah, we
go
got
in
onto
there.
this ice thing, and it just broke off. And
It
started
was
floating
deep.
Yeah. Wait, where was the puddle? Wait.
It
By
was
the-
like 2 feet deep.
in
It was 2
between-
feet deep,
yeah.
in
though,
between
or
the
like-
basketball hoop and the swing set.
Yeah.
I
That's
remember.
right.
I remember
dude.
like every
And we would try
winter,
to paddle across it. That is
like
so
every
crazy.
winter, it would be like 2 feet deep.
Yeah.
And like there'd be like a 2 feet high like border of snow around it.
Yeah, because
Just
they would
from-
plow it.
Yeah.
They would plow.
Yeah, there would be just like a lake with borders like in
Yeah.
the, in the
I
middle
mean, a
of the
freaking
playground.
kid could drown in that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
It was a
Yeah.
deep
And
puddle,
there
man.
was like the 5-foot deep drain.
Yeah.
Wait. Where was
Oh,
the drain?
The drain.
Where was the drain? Wait,
It was like
I
in
remember
between
a
the
drain.
conics.
It was
and
like
you
to
know
the, it was like if you exit a portable, it was
shovel
like to the
thing?
left of like the poles, wasn't it? And then like back or more
was like-
back.
Straight out from the
in between the
conics.
slide and the mud hill.
The slide and the
Yes.
mud
Yeah.
hill.
mhm.
Yeah.
I
Didn't it
remember
have a
a
lid?
drain, but I don't
Yeah,
remember.
But the lid came off.
Yeah, but
Well, I think we took the.
we
lid
weren't
off.
allowed to take the lid off, but we certainly
Yeah.
did.
Oh,
And
we
we had a
always
lookout.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Uh huh.
You're like prairie dogs.
Yeah. Remember when we found that bubble of water?
Me and
we
King
thought
were
it was
just
natural
talking about
gas?
We
this. Mm-hmm.
talked about that the other
We
day.
thought it was natural gas, but it was just mud that
And
was
we were like,
with a
we could
surface
bottle it
tension.
and
We're
sell
gonna
it.
get rich.
Yeah, dude. We're gonna.
It was like an air pocket.
Don't
thing.
tell anybody. We'll come back tomorrow because we don't want anybody coming
Yeah,
in here and
yeah.
stealing our natural gas.
Yeah, we don't want that.
You guys, we were like the mafia.
Yeah, we had like businesses going.
Oh,
you were,
yeah.
making
you were
money.
selling stuff all
Spoons.
the time.
You
Spoons,
had stuff
spoons.
selling all the time.
Okay.
Spoons and
Can we
juice.
talk about how successful my shrimp business was?
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
dude.
Yes.
I
Oh my
made
gosh.
over $100 selling bottles of shrimp.
So he has a lake down there,
Yeah.
and he would go down there and bottle these freshwater shrimp and sell them to people at school.
$5 a bottle.
They're
for
like that big.
$5.
They last like
$5.
a week, and then they buy
I
a new
literally
one.
was like, you
Yeah,
you
dude.
come into a Connex, there's like the little hallway where all the backpacks are. I would like, I'd be
Yeah.
like, come over to my backpack.
Yeah.
People would spend their snack money
Yes.
Yeah.
on
On
shrimp.
shrimp, dude.
And they
I was raking in cash.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude, like the hallway to those portables.
That's
were
where
like,
the stuff went
that's
down.
what stuff went down
Yeah,
there.
man.
Yeah, yeah.
That little
that's
hallway.
where you need me in the stomach.
That's where you punched me in the face.
Yeah.
Why did
I
that
remember
happen? Why did you punch him? What happened?
We were really mad at each other that day. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
what
don't
was
remember
going
what
on.
happened, but
But
I was pissed.
You punched me like you were so low down. You like hit me like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you like grabbed me and just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I remember that. Whoa.
You punched me in the face. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knee you in the stomach now.
Oh,
And then
man.
me and Keegan had that spoon one.
Yeah.
We were like, let's melt down spoons
we made
and
like a
make
mold.
spoons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
We,
We
we
didn't make
carved
a
out a
single
little
spoon.
mold.
Yeah.
So retarded.
Also the berry press.
the berry press.
Yeah.
We made berry
Oh,
juice.
Yeah, what was the berry?
Remember
press?
when we tried to sell Kool-Aid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
But
we made a big.
I'm pretty
bowl
sure
of it.
teachers shut us
It
down.
got
Yeah,
shut
they,
down.
they
Yeah.
and we literally did it at recess.
I
Yeah.
still-
At
I
recess,
found
we went
the-
out there and set up our bowl of Kool-Aid
Yeah.
to sell to people.
I saw the sign out by the portable. Our sign that we wrote on.
What?
It was a piece of wood we wrote on with a pen.
Are you serious?
Goodness.
Is it
We need
still
to
there?
take that.
I don't know.
I would hope it's still there.
Is the portable? The Connexes are the ones that was like the 8 classrooms.
The
right?
two-
or the 4
The two with
classrooms.
high schoolers. There was 2 with high schoolers and 3
Yeah.
with like
Yeah.
middle schoolers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
so the
There's
Connexes.
just 4 total.
So
Mhm.
yeah.
No, there's no Connect. They're all portables.
yeah.
No,
Portables,
no,
sorry.
no, no,
sorry,
no.
yeah,
There,
portables.
there's 5.
But we called them the Connexes, right?
No, there's the portables.
No, there were 3.
Oh, no, there were 2 for like 3rd through 6th grade.
Yeah, and there's
then
one across the
no,
way.
There's 2 over there.
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
two?
There's
Yeah.
4 in that one. Oh yeah. There's 2
There's
and
3.
2. Yeah.
There's
It's
3
2
and
and
2.
It's 2.
No,
I
no,
go
no,
to
it's
that
2
school
and 2.
now. It's 2
It's
and
2 and 2.
I think it's 3 and 2.
It's 2
No.
and 2, and then there's 2 on the other side of the playground. Those were for the high schoolers that were like doing Spanish and French,
And
Yeah.
right?
and
Yeah.
like science, like building
Yeah.
stuff.
I remember we did music class in there.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
A long time ago, and we all
And we
used
sang.
recorders.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember the music room above the gym
Yeah.
got
That's what it is
so
now.
damn hot.
It still
Yes.
does.
Oh, horrible.
It's
horrible.
it was so hot.
They do
Mhm.
math and band up there now.
Oh my word.
so hot.
Dang, man.
Horribly hot.
So hot.
So hot.
It really was.
I hated band every single
I
day.
hate band. It was
I
freaking.
liked it.
It was the
Mhm.
worst.
I dreaded going to band every day.
I
Remember
hated it so
D'Artagnan?
much.
Yeah.
We were talking about him.
We
last
were talking
podcast.
about
D'Artagnan, we would throw balls at him
And
and
he'd chuck
to antagonist,
basketballs.
and then he would throw a basketball at us. We would
Yeah.
throw like
Really
bouncy
hard.
balls,
Yeah.
and we recorded him once with our little camcorder. That's
Oh
what
my
it's called,
gosh.
camcorder.
Mhm.
I probably have the
And
footage
he
somewhere.
chucked it, and it was so scary. And we were late for testing one day.
Yes,
Yeah.
because we got so
Really?
distracted by
Mhm.
him. Yeah, that is so
Yeah.
weird. Dude.
Remember, I see a kite in the sky.
And
I don't know whose it is.
I don't think you were there for that. I had a little tiny
What?
recorder,
Like audio.
recorder that was a cassette tape. It was a
Mhm.
cassette tape recorder. And I used to record things on it and then play it back. I loved that thing. And I took it to your birthday party on the beach.
Mhm.
And I left it on a blanket. And Caleb picked it up and recorded this audio clip. And he goes, "There's a kite in the sky. And I don't know whose it is."
Do you still have it?
That was
I
it.
don't have it anymore.
Oh.
But
It
I
was
remember
so funny.
it was so funny to us that he recorded this clip of him just talking about a kite. I don't know why.
I feel like if that happened today, we would still think it's funny.
Yeah.
If it was new.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know whose it is.
What? That's so
And he had a weird accent too, like
Yeah.
a Scandinavian accent when he did
Huh.
it.
That's very interesting.
Remember Telluride?
Oh,
Yes.
Don't even.
His hair
I don't remember his hair.
was
So,
so
He wore the
greasy.
same shirt every single day.
Literally every day. It was like green with a
He
basketball.
probably did four days in a row without showering or
Yeah.
changing his clothes.
No, it was like a month without showering. His hair was so greasy, he'd touch it and it would stay
He'd
there.
just stay.
Oh.
It was
Oh.
like wax
Huh.
in his hair.
He was the most annoying person I've ever known in my
Yeah.
entire
he
life.
was really hard to be around. Yeah, we shared a classroom every other year
Yeah.
up until like
Yeah.
That was so weird how that
middle
worked.
school or junior high, what they called it.
Yeah.
So
We
like
shared until the classes got so small it didn't need
It
to
was
happen anymore.
First,
yeah,
then second, then it was 3rd and 4th, and 5th and 6th.
Yep.
yeah. So yeah, again, and then every other year
And 7th
we
and
would
8th.
have the
Yeah.
younger class, and so it would be the younger class, the older
Yeah,
class,
with,
the
like,
younger
Nate
class, the older class.
And like Eddie.
yeah,
and the
no,
other
Eddie
class.
wasn't there yet.
Not
He
yet.
was not.
But
there
what's her name? Gerhardt's sister was
yet. A little.
Who's Gerhard?
Eliana.
You remember
Eliana.
Gerhard?
I
don't
remember
you?
Gerhard.
Remember the name?
Yeah.
Oh, you remember Gerhard?
remember the
Yeah, you
name.
do.
He gave me an axe spray.
Didn't we call him Gerhard?
Gerhard.
Yeah.
But we
But
didn't.
we didn't even know what that like.
Yeah.
We didn't even know like the implications of calling him Gerhard at the time.
What is that? Wait, what?
Penis, Noah.
his name was
Hard.
His name was Gerhardt with
Oh.
a T, and we called him Gerhard.
Penis.
And so
Yeah.
we didn't even like think of that.
Remember
but-
the wedgie machine?
Yes, and we
And we
ripped-
lifted him,
God.
And we-
and then the thing broke.
and we did it with Christian too, and
Yeah.
we broke his
his belt loop.
belt loop.
Yeah. How did we build that? It was just,
It was just
a
a
rope on
rope
a
over a
branch.
A
branch.
rope
Yeah.
over a branch, and then
And
we
we
tied it
pulled.
around. Yeah, and then we tied it around.
I'm pretty sure
Again,
Gerhard had a
how
lot
did
of.
we get? How did we get?
He also
how did we
was.
do
He was
that?
definitely
Yeah.
special ed.
Yeah.
And
How
we
do
were
we
just
get
beating
away?
up and tormenting a special.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
It's really
no.
sad when you look back.
How did
It
we
was
get away
really
from
mean.
hanging him
Because
from a
back
tree?
then none of that was even thought about.
And we had a lookout.
And we had a lookout,
every
dude.
time.
Every time. We really did.
Yes, if you think about
Oh
it,
my
if
word.
you
know,
think about it,
what was
there was a
kinda-
lookout,
But
man.
the thing about the lookout, it was always the kid that we didn't like as much.
Yeah, and we
It
would
was
make
not
them-
like one of the core.
No, and then we make them do the lookout while we did all
It's
the
like,
dumb
yeah,
stuff.
you can be our best friend if you do the lookout.
Yeah, man.
Oh, we were kind of jerks.
Yeah,
We were horrible.
We were just
Dang.
we were normal children.
Yeah, we
okay?
were.
yeah.
Like we would make like Christian or someone be the lookout because it's like you're not
Yeah.
important. Go be the lookout.
But we'd say like, okay, yeah, I'll be lookout tomorrow if you do it.
yeah, but then we
Yeah.
never.
And then
did
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
We were so smart.
That is so weird. Because it's weird how it comes back to you. Like, I remember using the word lookout,
Yeah.
but I don't remember assigning a lookout. But I completely remember knowing that there was a lookout every time.
I remember someone would pick a lookout and I'd just support them so I didn't have to be it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Because you were on the edge of being like
Yeah.
core group. You're like, I may have to be the lookout someday,
Yeah.
so I got better side with them, dude.
Like you three, like who do you think your core group was? Like it was you three.
It was us three and
Caleb
Cole,
sometimes.
Caleb.
it was
Caleb
definitely Cole.
Cole.
Definitely
Caleb
Cole.
was pretty in and out.
Yeah.
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 And
right.
He was Nate was like my Caleb. Remember Nate?
How was Nate your
Nate.
Caleb?
Because he was
Nate.
there. He was
Nate.
he was there kind of sometimes,
I don't
Nate.
remember
but only
that.
early.
But
for
he
like,
was also for us too.
I
Really?
don't remember Nate. No, not younger Nate.
Not younger. Nate.
Older
Nate.
Oh,
'Cause it-
Nate.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
okay.
don't
Yeah.
remember Nate.
Nathaniel.
I kind of
Or
knew.
Oh,
Nathan.
Nathaniel.
I think he was.
Nathaniel.
He painted his nails. I think
it
he was gay.
It was
Mhm.
Christopher's
Christopher's
older brother.
He's not.
Yeah, him.
though. I
He's
always
not
thought
gay? He
was,
just
but
paints
he's
his
not.
nails?
Yeah, I went
he's
to
just
Indiana
one
with
of
him.
those
Special.
guys that is like really good
Very
friends with
feminine.
his cousin,
Yeah.
and therefore he's feminine.
Mm.
But yeah, like so your group was like you three and Cole,
Yeah.
and mine was definitely me, Ben, and Robert.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was
Mhm.
ours.
Definitely.
Yep, definitely. 100%.
Mhm.
You guys would always go out to the furthest soccer net with sticks and like play
Mhm.
pretend or whatever
Yeah.
you did.
Yep.
Mhm.
Always
The
pretend.
soccer nets, though.
The soccer
Mhm.
The
nets.
soccer nets were
nets.
like a big deal,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And you weren't allowed to touch them,
Nope.
but
So you stretch them out.
yeah, we would stretch them out
Mhm.
by like
'Cause we'd hang
bouncing
on
on 'em.
'em.
Yeah, hang on them and bounce on them and stuff.
Remember the big red board that was like a soccer?
Yeah. Why was
Yeah.
that there?
We used
Wait,
to
wait,
climb
I
up the
don't-
It was
back. of
green,
I don't
wasn't
remember
it?
that. What was
it
it?
was red.
It was a
with
scoreboard.
with a white line.
It was a scoreboard. Is that what it was?
No, it was for it was
Kicking.
like practicing.
I
Kicking.
thought it was a
at
Yeah.
scoreboard.
No.
That's what we
It's for
called it. We
kicking at
called
it.
it the scoreboard.
We
though.
did call it the scoreboard.
Yeah.
I remember
we did.
we would like climb up and then
Yeah.
jump off of
On
it.
the back,
Uh,
we'd climb up.
Where
That's a
was
long.
it?
That's a long way.
Where was it?
Very tall.
Where was it? Because
on
I,
the-
I
Halfway
don't
down.
remember that.
It was
on
a
the
it was
side
an
by the
old
fort.
bleachers that they tipped up and put wood on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you climb
There was
up from the
bleachers.
back.
It was bleachers. It was.
Remember there was old blue bleachers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
on that.
But
on
those
the, near the hill.
weren't there always though.
Mm-mm.
They were only there during soccer
That
season.
was after they flattened the hill that Levi broke his
Yeah.
collarbone on.
Yeah.
There
And
was
they put
definitely
those-
there
We
was
should probably
definitely
give a-
wooden. They were wooden blue bleachers that were like just there because they
Yes,
get rid
and
of
we
them.
would
Yeah.
like pick. I remember picking
Yeah.
at them all the
Yeah.
time.
Picking at the bleachers.
I would pick. I would like go over there and like hit them with sticks and like break off pieces
Okay,
of it.
I remember one thing. Like all my friends played imaginary. That's what we did. You
Mhm.
did
I
businesses.
hated
and
that crap.
We did imaginary, and I remember
We
called
lived
it-
in the real world now.
I
We had
remember
mafias.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude. We
That
had
we-
lookouts.
we called. I remember saying, "Let's play makeup." And we make up a character, and they would always say no. I'm like, "What the hell's wrong with you? We do it like literally every day." It was I thought like, but they thought I meant like facial
Oh,
makeup.
yeah.
And so I realized like whenever I said that, they would say no, and I didn't understand why. And then we were like in high school.
Uh huh.
They brought it up, and I was like, "Oh my word, you thought that the whole time." So frustrating. It was like, let's play makeup. I'm like, no, like we literally do it. We did it yesterday. Like, what's wrong with you?
We should probably give a bit more context to why I broke my collarbone and how
Oh,
we did
yeah.
it.
All I remember is we were sledding
It was
From
a
the top.
train.
I watched it.
We
I
did.
remember.
We decided to make a train.
Mhm.
and
And-
me and Levi are in the front.
No. I
You were in the back.
specifically remember I was like, I don't want to get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you
going
did
to
not
get
want to
the-
be in the front.
No, I did not, because I knew for a
How did
fact
we
that
get
whoever
you-
was in the front was gonna get hurt.
How did we get you into the front?
I
No,
was
we didn't.
not.
Yes,
I
we
was
did,
on the
Keegan.
back.
He was in the back.
And somehow Oh, no. Because I got thrown over the... Okay, yes. So all of us grabbed onto the back of each other's sled and made a train to go down the hill. And so we scooted forward. And I was on the very back because I knew that I did not want to be on the bottom of the heap.
No, because I was
bottom.
behind you.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
Well, maybe you were
I
on the very
was
back.
the force that pushed you into it and
Oh.
broke your
Okay.
collarbone.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I
Okay.
was on the front.
But
Yeah.
no,
I
you
was
weren't
on the front.
You weren't in the
Yeah.
very
Yes, he
front,
was.
I
Yeah.
was in the very front.
Very
Now that I'm
front.
thinking
Yeah.
back
And
of
I was
it,
second.
I was in the very front.
I thought
of
you,
the
like,
train.
couldn't
It is
see
like
it.
the most traumatizing
No.
thing of my
Oh.
childhood. I remember.
Yeah.
Levi was in
And-
front of me.
And those bleachers were there still.
Yeah, they were.
Because that's what I broke my collarbone on.
No, it was a
I
frozen
thought it was
snowman.
the snowman.
It was a
yep,
frozen
right.
Giant
it was a
snowball.
It was a frozen
mound.
snowman.
the giant ball that they
So
made.
we went down on a train, and I fell off I got thrown off of my sled, and then Seth rammed behind me, and I'm like face down in the snow, and my right shoulder, was he rammed into me and pushed my right shoulder into
Yeah.
the frozen snowman and broke it.
We still have this sled.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Which sled?
It's green,
It's
right?
the orange one.
Oh, orange?
The super
The long
pale
one.
orange one.
Yeah, it's
Oh
all
not
my
the
orange.
long
gosh.
one. No, not the long one. It's tiny.
I remember.
It has handles.
Mhm.
I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that the one
Yeah.
you could steer.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not really.
well,
but
you
sure.
could.
Well, you could the best.
Yeah, that you can like put your hands.
I remember
down and
you
steer
not.
it.
You really didn't want to be in the front, but we
No.
convinced you somehow.
Yeah, you somehow convinced
Yeah.
me to get in the front of it. And I remember laying out there, and the teacher, you guys went and ran and got the teacher.
Yeah.
No, we went inside. Recess was over.
Oh,
Yeah.
recess
You were
was
just
over.
out there.
Yeah, you were out
Yeah,
there.
because you guys were. I thought I had broken my neck, and you guys were like trying to help me.
Yeah.
And then recess was over, so you all took off.
You were screaming and crying. I was
yeah.
freaking
Like,
out.
we were gonna go get a teacher, and I guess we probably.
I guess
Yeah,
we
I think
forgot.
you did.
then,
No, I
yeah.
think you did. I
No, we
think you
did.
told her when you went in.
Yeah.
But she was like, "Oh, he's fine," and then she
Yeah.
like wandered out there.
And then so she went out there and then realized that I was really hurt. So
Yeah.
they called the
An
ambulance. And I remember they cut off all of my clothes except for my underwear in like the dead of winter. The dead of winter, dude. Because they didn't know what was broken. So they cut off my snowsuit and everything. And I'm out there in the freezing cold
Wow.
with a broken collarbone. And they got me on a stretcher and brought me to the hospital. And I remember specifically Alana got me a brown teddy bear.
Uh-huh.
And Christopher brought me a pack of M&Ms.
I remember it was such a huge deal when you came back.
Oh yeah, it was
Yes.
a big
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big day. Levi came back.
I remember that. And you guys had made this like, giant card,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Mhm.
That's so weird.
That was so traumatizing.
Yeah.
It was.
It was so bad.
We saw the ambulance, so we
That
thought you
scarred
were,
me
like,
for
dead.
life.
I think I was gone that day.
It scarred you for life.
It really did. No, like the mental trauma. I mean, you went through like physical trauma. You know, it was
Yeah.
painful. But like, I had like nightmares about that for months. It was terrifying. I did not like that at all.
I could still feel it a little bit, like a little bit of a bump right
oh
here.
man.
Yeah,
Mm.
I really. Can you imagine like that's how hard must you have hit me to
I don't
break
know.
my shoulder
I was fat. Remember?
on a
Yeah,
I was
you were.
fat.
on a
Yeah.
snowman?
And that was a steep hill.
Yeah, it was.
I
we
can't believe
we
they
went
let
down
us
the
go on
steep
that.
side,
How did they
too.
let us go down that?
We went down the steep
Yeah, you
side because
did.
there was the slope
Well,
side
yeah,
that
yeah.
was like
You're
for
not-
the
you're-
babies, and then
Yeah.
there was the steep
It
But
was
you're
side.
not.
straight
You
down.
weren't supposed to go down the steep
No,
side.
you
No, because they allowed you to sled on it, but not the steep side.
Yeah.
But we did it anyway on
Into
a
the
train.
snowball.
On a train, of
Into the-
course.
into the
The
snowball.
only way you go down the steep side of a hill.
On a train.
And
yeah.
the older
On a
kids
train.
would build snowmen and leave them there, and they'd
They
freeze.
put it in a
Yep.
bad spot.
solid ice.
It was
Because
like-
it would melt and then freeze and melt and
Yeah.
then freeze, and then it would just become
It was just
solid
big
blocks.
ice mounds.
Mm-hmm.
It was like perfectly set up to break your collarbone. Like you were just like perfectly like mounted on the snow.
Yeah.
And then Seth just would.
Yeah.
You went down, slammed into it, and went,
Yep.
just like pushed you into it a little bit further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
100 pounds. Squishing you into a sharp ice
Snowman.
block.
What grade was that? Were you like in third? or
That
something?
was
first
like
grade.
That
First.
That was
Yep.
first
Yeah,
grade.
my
Was it
mom was the
first
teacher.
grade?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
No wonder
Really?
you were traumatized.
And Miss Lyons was the one that went out there to help
Yeah,
me.
she
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
She was the dude.
This looks. I just realized that looks like a container of weed.
It's not
Give me
weed.
it.
It's not
Give me-
weed, guys.
give me
It
it.
does, especially in
What's
this
that?
camera.
Yeah, it looks
Looks like a bunch of
looks
cannabis.
balls of cannabis, dude.
Oh.
Should we open it? We've never
no,
opened it.
no, don't
No.
open it.
It would ruin the seal.
Yeah.
I
think
feel
I've
like it
opened
would disintegrate.
It's like it just turns
Just
into
open
ash.
it and it disappears.
Oh man.
This is the long podcast.
This is a long
dude.
podcast. It's fine though.
But these are all like good stories.
They're great
man.
stories. What else do we got? What else happened in
I
grade
feel
school?
like just
We saw a dead rat and we take a picture of it like every day.
we did.
what?
A dead
What?
mouse. Me and you. We saw it.
I
Where
remember.
was it?
I remember Gerhardt found one, and he
Oh.
would not let me touch it, and I hated that so much. I always had clever ways of stealing things
Like this.
like that. No, I just took that straight up. Yeah. And then I pretended I didn't know where it went.
Yeah. I remember we thought someone stole
Hey,
it.
if
It
I didn't
disappeared.
take it,
we
it wouldn't be here.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
I stole it for
Fine.
good cause.
remember when
I
you
remember discovering that you stole it and you told me not to say anything. I remember that.
Oh man.
I had really good, clever ways of taking things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember when you used to sell your calculators? Like your mom would
What?
buy you new, brand new school equipment every year,
I'd sell
and by
it
the
all.
end of the year, you would
All
have
sold.
sold everything to your classmates. You would have your mom buy you like the peak, like the coolest calculators and like the nicest pencils, and you would sell them to your
I
classmates.
saw that crap, man.
I remember, your calculator,
Wow.
you'd push it and it would open up and stand up.
Oh,
Remember his
yeah.
calculator watch?
Yeah.
You had a watch-
I
it
cheated
was-
so much with that. I straight up cheated in math class so many times.
With a calculator watch.
So many times. Oh, and if Miss Lyons would walk up, no, it was Miss Holly at the time.
Miss Holly.
I'd be
yeah.
like, she'd like walk up to me. I'd be like, what time is it? While I'm looking at my watch, typing stuff in.
Oh,
What do you remember?
okay. I wish I would have brought this. I was going through my closet yesterday.
Uh-huh.
I found the disc that Miss Holly gave to every classmate at the end of the year.
What?
I have that disc. Remember at the end of the year,
Yeah.
she had taken pictures and recordings
Oh
and made a
my
disc
gosh.
of that year.
I remember
You
that.
have it?
And I have that disc.
We need that.
Yes.
yeah.
We
It's
need
a
to
DVD,
watch that.
And it's just literally, I remember watching it a couple years ago. And it's
What?
literally just pictures and videos from that year.
Oh, we need that. We need to
Yes.
view
I
this.
really wish I would have known we would have been doing something like this, or else I would have
Oh,
brought it, dude.
Man.
Dang. Yeah,
Wow.
we need to react to it to next podcast.
Yeah, we do.
Because I know for a fact that it's super cheesy.
Oh, definitely. Probably disgusting.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Miss
awesome.
Holly was like the best teacher that we had.
She was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
What grade was that?
Remember the...
Fourth.
No, that was sixth. That was the last
Really?
year before junior high. And then once we went into junior high, I
you're
started
right.
leaving
Yeah, it was
more.
sixth.
Wait, I left in 5th grade though. Or
Oh.
6th grade.
No, maybe you.
It
I
was
don't think
fifth
that you were
then.
in that.
I wasn't.
I don't
I
think
was-
that you were in that class.
Wait, was I
That's
the
when you
last
left and
one
then
to
came back.
leave?
Yeah.
That was
I
the
don't
one
know.
year you left and then you came back when Miss C was
What
there.
grade did
Uh-huh.
you leave,
Mhm.
Seth?
No, I left in 2nd
Eighth.
grade just because my mom was, like, I don't remember.
Second grade? No. it
No.
was
No,
way
2nd
after
grade
that.
I left for half the year.
Oh, half
And
the
then I
year.
came
Yeah,
back.
you did.
Why'd
Yeah.
your mom remove you and put you in like 4
I
times?
don't remember. But then 5th
I think
grade
probably
was when
money
I,
problems. I
Probably.
would assume.
But no, if you're
we
a
got
teacher, it's free. Yeah.
tuition.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's weird. Maybe she just didn't like the school.
I don't know.
Was she a
There's
teacher
a
in
lot of
second
reasons
grade?
not to like that
Wait, Seth,
school.
when
She
did,
went from
when did
first
you
straight to
leave? What
sixth grade.
grade?
8th. I just told you.
Okay, so we
After
left. We
eight.
left at the same time.
No.
Because
You and me
I
didn't.
left at 9th.
No, you were there a whole year when I wasn't.
I went to eighth. I went
you
to
didn't-
half
well,
a
then you
year
weren't there
of
eighth
eighth
then.
grade. I went to half a year of eighth grade because I remember 7th grade. I was half a year. I stayed there half a year, and then
No, you
No,
were
no,
there
no.
for 10th grade.
No, I was not.
You were there as a freshman.
That's 9th.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I remember Miss Holly's class. I left for like 3 months in the winter
Yeah.
to go to Texas, and then 7th grade I left for half the year. 8th grade I left for half the year, and then I unenrolled in 8th grade. So yeah, we both. If you left in 9th grade, we both
Mhm.
left the same year.
I don't think I finished it.
No,
I
9th
don't
grade.
think I finished 9th grade.
You know what? I did 6th grade. No, I didn't. No, I left after 5th grade.
Wait,
and I
did- and-
remember.
Are you the only one that graduated? Did you get your GED or did you graduate?
He's still in
He's
school,
still
no?
in school.
Oh, you're still in school.
me?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Did you not know that?
No.
Yeah, but what was I saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember I would visit a lot because I was
Mhm.
lonely and homeschooled.
Yeah. He would come every once in a while, just on like recess.
Yeah.
Remember the best recess days were the ones that it was inside. Or no, was
Yeah.
it the worst? I don't remember.
Oh, those are the worst. Like we hated.
I
them.
liked
yeah,
them.
we hated the
Yeah.
inside
do
ones.
anything.
That was horrible.
Yeah. And it was literally we would stay in the gym for recess.
Yeah,
Oh.
but remember I had that football shaped rubber ball.
And you would throw it and it'd bounce
bounce, like,
randomly.
Because if it was
Crazy,
too
yeah.
cold, we had to be inside.
yeah,
Yeah.
if it
Once
was too
it hit-
cold,
once
if
it
it
hit-
was raining.
Once it hit like -20, we had to go inside.
Yeah.
-10.
Yeah. If it was too cold like that.
Once it was literally dangerous.
Yeah, when it was
Yeah.
dangerous to be outside, they would bring us inside.
What temperature is it when like you should cover your mouth to breathe?
I don't know.
Because I know
Probably
it's
like
been
negative 30.
no, I think it's like -40 or something. Like it was that
Mhm.
cold here, and I remember
Yeah.
our dad would not let us go outside without a mask over our face, and I think that it definitely would damage your lungs. 'Cause it's
Mhm.
so cold.
Mm.
Yeah. Then it like
Even-
freezes
even-
ice.
even
ice in your
breathing
lungs.
through like the mask almost felt painful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that.
I know -10 is the limit for schools.
I
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
CIA didn't listen to that.
No, well, I mean, they limit for public schools, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
know, like,
we were
Edinburgh.
definitely out there in -20.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, we were definitely.
It
Easily.
was, yeah.
They that was like teachers' break time. Like, no, you're not coming inside.
Yeah.
You stay out
Literally,
there.
the teachers probably, like, they probably took turns and, like, gambled for who had to go outside.
Oh, I think they hated being on
they
duty.
hated to
Oh,
be
yeah.
on duty. Yeah.
Gosh.
I remember I wouldn't bring snow clothes.
Why?
Like no matter what, I wouldn't, because I didn't like putting it on.
Yeah, you'd waste 5 minutes of your recess putting on
Yeah,
snow clothes.
Yeah.
so I would just have a sweatshirt. I would go outside. in the
I
sweatshirt
remember that.
only.
I remember that you never wore, like, a snowsuit or anything.
never
I got
did.
your old red. No, Levi.
Yeah.
Your old red suit, like the full suit.
I remember that
Yeah,
suit.
it was red and blue.
Yeah.
Yes,
And I used it snow machining.
that was a
I
great
remember
suit.
Mm-hmm. That thing was
You were
full
known. You were known
body.
for it.
No, I love that thing because you didn't have like the snow getting up in your
Yeah.
shirt,
Mhm.
and it had like elastic around the ankles so
Yeah.
you didn't get snow up in there.
You
I
just
remember that
jumped
thing
in that thing.
specifically.
Primo.
Yeah, yeah,
Primo.
that was
That
like
thing
that
was
was like
awesome.
that thing was. I remember.
Top notch.
I remember that was like a very big thing back
Yeah.
then. I had a full body snowsuit, man.
like an astronaut.
Yeah, right. I was basically an astronaut.
You were easy to spot.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
really were
Uh-huh.
by far the easiest. Like you
The
just, like,
bright
look- you
red
look, and
suit.
there's, like playground, Levi.
Yeah.
Right there.
Definitely, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, we can't make this too long, guys.
I know.
How long is it now?
Hour 47.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
damn. Oh, we
Yeah.
We
gotta
could go
get
for
another
2
one.
hours and react to the song.
We could make it a two-parter.
We'll,
and
make,
upload-
we'll
No.
react. Next one will be a reacting one.
Okay,
We'll
yeah.
react
We
to the
could-
song that.
The
that-
picture.
We could
Yeah.
definitely make this 2 hours, and then just make it 2-parters. Upload them at the same time.
No, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna do the same thing. One
Yeah,
big
this-
long episode.
One big long episode doesn't
Yeah.
matter. There's a lot of podcasts that are over
Oh
an
yeah,
hour.
more like 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Yeah. Man, that's a trip.
Mm-hmm.
That was a
I
crazy
kind of want
trip.
to change my camera back.
Just leave it, Noah. You look so disgusting. It's really weird.
So close to you.
Oh, it's been there the whole time.
Yeah. It's just like your Adam's apple moving.
That's all you
no.
can see too, because your
Oh.
microphone's covering your entire face.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Almost.
my
basically.
eyes?
It's weird.
No, your eyes.
Yeah, you can.
You can see
Yeah,
that.
you can see it covers all the way up to like right here.
I'm gonna move it back now, man.
We're gonna end the podcast. I doubt anybody has listened to this
I doubt
far.
it.
I bet there's a few people that have.
A couple.
I feel like they have. 'Cause I feel like this was one was really entertaining.
Yeah,
Th-
very
This episode
interesting.
was mostly for us.
Yeah, it
This
was.
is
It
our
really was.
episode.
It was therapy.
Podcasting's always for the podcaster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
And then
All right.
and then whoever cares.
Whoever cares.
Hello, whoever cares.
Hello, whoever cares. Nice to meet you.
Thanks for
Welcome.
caring.
Thank you for caring and watching.
I just shot our only viewer.
What the hell?
Wrong with you.
Why did you do that?
I don't know, man. They were just looking at me weird.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for listening and watching, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
You're super cool.
I feel
Neato
more
burritos,
connected
dudes.
to our viewers.
Or dudettes. I don't know.
I don't
you
know.
know? Doesn't
Females
matter.
don't watch podcasts. Any podcast.
They listen to music.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you're wrong about that.
Not ours, at least.
You never know. You never know.
I mean,
You
the
really
title
don't.
isn't very relatable to any
Comment
woman,
if you're
so-
a male or female.
You don't have to do that.
Comment.
Comment.
Comment. Do it, Noah.
Comment.
Do it. You have to do it if you're on the podcast.
Comment.
It's the rule.
We're gonna erase your webcam.
I will delete your webcam.
Ah!
Do it. Comment.
Comment.
God, what the hell?
That's what we did. I don't know. It's become a thing.
It's a thing now.
Thank you for listening.
Peace,
Stay hard, my
guys.
boners.
Peace. Wait, what?
Stay hard, my boners.
I think I might cut that.
We just say stay hard.
Stay hard.
Stay hard.
hard.
Stay hard.
My schlongs.